Yeah. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, what's up? This is all right, baby. We back at it like crap. Fuck this motherfucker. A little bit. All right. We back at it like crap, baby. Boy, you know what it is. No scams, no games, no bullshit.
The atmosphere is a little dark, though.
We are in this bitch. You know, my co-host talk shit. Can I get no echo real quick? Co-host talk crazy because the lights. So I guess I will turn the lights up. But
you did that shit on purpose just so you can flex, that you can turn. You can. That's
yeah. Before we get the show started, because we're already started. Before we get into all of that shit, make sure you hit that like, the subscribe, the share, all that shit.
Please,
greatly appreciate it.
Please.
This is Unwrapped. We're gonna try to keep it professional for a minute. Because shit might get wild.
It might. So it's very necessary this week that we go ahead and give you that disclaimer because it's probably gonna be necessary in just a little while. So please, no matter what you hear, shut the fuck up and don't comment at us, okay?
That's the best you can do.
Shut the fuck up and listen.
That's the best you can do.
Shut the fuck up and listen.
The disclaimer's not gonna be like, hey, this show is strictly for entertainment purposes.
No. Shut the fuck up and listen.
Shut the fuck up and listen.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
It is what it is. I'll have to agree with her at this point in time.
Yes.
Shut the fuck up and listen.
Yes.
There. Add some light to shed some light on the situation.
Yes.
By the way, I am your host, Heat Detector. Sounding real official right there.
Yes.
Yeah. I like it. I finally got a proper introduction. And of course, we have my illustrious co-host, the Naj Vino, is in the goddamn building.
I am here.
Yeah. Oh, he even doing a little, that's some extra shit.
Yeah. Hey.
It's always extra for you.
I deserve it.
All right. We also have in the building our resident hacker, the engineer.
But is he in the building?
He's not in the building. I ain't seen him.
I ain't getting either.
I haven't seen him. And at this point, I don't care to see him. I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't care to see him.
That's a little rude.
He's been acting a little funny style.
Yeah, you big silly ass.
See what I'm saying? He's been acting real funny style with me, and I'm gonna find out where he's at, and we're gonna figure this out. He's either gonna be hired.
Oh, we got a fighter.
Okay, he's on one tonight. So, anyways, check this out. We got a lot of shit going on.
We do.
We got a lot of shit going on. Should I stop the music?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop the music. I'm gonna make the decision to stop the music.
It's your platform, most definitely.
Wow, there we go with that shit again. So we got a lot of shit on the agenda. A lot of things happening. I say this all the time on all the shows. We got a lot of stuff happening. We got a lot of cool motherfucking people coming on the show. We got a lot of things behind the scenes happening. I don't know if y'all noticed the new background. Y'all see that?
It's prestigious.
You see that shit?
It's a little hostile, but it's prestigious.
Fuck that. That shit is dope.
It is.
It's not hostile at all.
It is.
That shit says keep my wife's name out your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or keep Unwrapped's name out your motherfucking mouth unless you got something good to say.
Or you just want to slap the shit out of people.
Or that too.
With a tuxedo on.
With a tuxedo on.
Now that shit is prestigious.
It's very prestigious.
Because
does it get more prestigious?
I put on a whole prom dress just to slap a bitch. I would.
A prom dress?
I ain't gonna wear a tuxedo.
Why not? You look like you know. Rock a tuxedo?
Are you trying to say I look like I have a penis? Is that what that means?
First of all, I didn't say that, but I was gonna say it's a little butch-ish.
But that's why I said prom dress.
Butch-ish.
Okay, well,
like
a khaki suit? I don't know.
Yeah, some dickies.
Yeah. Yes.
Emphasis on the dick. No, I'm just playing. Anyways, so we got a lot of stuff in store.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of amazing guests that are going to be on the show. We got a lot of things going on behind the scenes that people are going to be hip to here shortly. I'm not going to say anything except for the two letters NB. That's all I'm going to say at this point.
Okay.
So just beware. Things are happening.
Never better.
Things are getting better.
NutriBullet.
Neutral. We're just going to keep it neutral right now because when we drop this shit on motherfuckers, they're going to shit their pants.
New bitches.
New everything. So like with everything that you see, hey, Buzzed and Beyond is in the building. Hey, much respect, bro. We trying to get past this this whole intro. Shit, he says y'all got my brother from a light-skinned mother on tonight. All right. Yeah. Background is fire. Shout out to the background. Can I get some fucking shout outs and some noise for the background? Y'all know that background fire as fuck. Yeah. Yeah. And we just got better and better things happening. Better and just shit's gonna be better and better.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
But tonight I'm excited as fuck. But I'm always excited for every show. But I'm very excited for this because this is some shit.
Indeed.
I'm gonna tell you that this man was on our show when we first fucking started. I don't even think we had 10 followers, 10 subscribers.
Probably not. We were still on the couch.
We were still sitting on the couch in the old studio, cramped the fuck up, and it was a remote interview.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if you would call it an interview. It was more like just
laughing.
It was just uncontrollable laughing.
Yes.
For at least 2 hours.
Yes.
I believe it was like 2.5 hours.
About an ounce of weed was smoked.
Yeah, there was a whole lot of shit going on.
Yes.
I might have got slapped that night. Not physically slapped, but drunk as well.
I'm sure.
Because I vaguely I remember things up to a certain point, and then things just kind of blacked the fuck out.
It just got dark.
Shit just and shit just went like real hazy and left, and I don't know. We were talking about a lot of crazy ass shit. That's because the person that we have on the show tonight, man, I say he's a genius. A lot of people say he's a fucking madman. A lot of people say a lot of shit about him.
They're one and the same, I think.
He's like a unicorn. Like you see him, but you're not sure you saw him because he pops up in some of the most oddest places. You'll be out, let's say you're at Whole Foods and you're looking in the wheat bread aisle, and next thing you know, this guy pops up and he's got a light beer in his hand. He's like, "What's up?" You're like, "What the fuck? Whole Foods just opened. What are you doing here? And how do you have a beer? It's Sunday morning at 8:00.
Does he have any bread suggestions when he?
And he's probably got a blunt in his mouth too, or rolling one up as he's drinking his beer
in the bread aisle.
In the bread aisle at 8:00 in the morning, the wheat bread aisle, the vegan wheat bread aisle at Whole Foods. I mean, yo, this guy's something else. But I know, because I know him, that there's an absolute method to his madness. An absolute. I mean, I'm a firm believer that it is. It just can't be. It's either that or he's a fucking sick individual.
I mean, fuck it.
But most geniuses are. But enough of that shit being said. I'm gonna tell you who it is because he's coming in here right now. He's here in the studio. None other than the man himself, the myth, the motherfucking legend, white motherfucking Jesus in the building. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Look at they in the comments using your government.
It happens.
It happens, right? Nothing wrong with that. Can we get Pat's mic on, please? I just used your government.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oops, I did it.
There it is. Jesus is in the building. How you feeling today, man?
I'm great. What up, Brad?
We were so fucking happy you're here. The last time you were on here, we didn't have shit for fucking followers. We didn't have shit for a fucking show. And I was drunk as fuck.
Yeah, now
by the time it ended, if I didn't know that the shit was recorded on YouTube, I would have not even known that we even did a show. I'd have woke up in the morning and I'd have been like, "Oh, okay, what happened last night?"
At one point, I could tell when you were there. Now you're Dunkin' guy.
Yeah, well,
Good times.
I'm just
shout out to Boston, Dunkin' Donuts.
Hey, they're not sponsoring us, but we'll gladly take that shit.
Unwrap will run on Dunkin'. We will.
Yeah.
I had one of them fry-ass refreshers earlier. That shit was magical.
Jeebus is in the building. I thought I was the only one that called White Jeebus. That's Sid Vicious. You remember who Sid Vicious is? That's 5'10", your favorite guy. 5'10" in the building. Shout out to 5'10", Sid Vicious, a.k.a. Sid Vicious, a.k.a.
Hola.
Yeah. So, that first show was just
interesting.
It was, I only remember about 30 minutes in, which started off mild.
I saw when you went off the rails.
I went off the rails?
Oh, yeah.
I could tell when you were,
And after a while, White Jesus was just like, "Hey, fuck it," and then,
everybody threw caution into the wind and just kind of said, "Fuck it."
Yeah.
but we're gonna keep it a little bit professional.
Wasn't
At least,
my first rodeo.
yeah. And myself, I'm not gonna be. I might be caffeine the fuck up by the time it's all said and done, but
Respect.
that's about it.
At least it's not heroin, you know.
Did you bring any donuts? Though?
I no donuts, no
Did you
donuts.
bring enough for the rest of the class?
I did not bring enough for the rest of the class.
That's bullshit.
That's a demerit.
That's called selfishness.
It's going on your personal
I'm a
records.
selfish son of a bitch.
It's going on your personal.
But anyways, this is White Jesus, aka White Jeebus,
Mhm.
aka that one white dude you always see at the shows, aka the Madman, aka Pat. Some people just know him as Pat. Just
Well, some people won't call me. They don't like to call me White Jesus because they all like scared they're gonna get struck down and shit.
for what?
They scared of the big guy.
The big.
I mean, Jesus know your name, White Jesus. I mean, I don't, you know, you still you hear this thus
It would've
far.
been, you know, it'd be stupid if like I came up with the nickname. You know, you can't give yourself a nickname. That's douchebag shit. I'm
It
already
is douchebag shit.
Yeah, right.
I can't like double down and be a double.
you
Yeah.
can't double down on the douche.
Yeah, you like
You have to be
double
careful. We do have a woman in here. I don't care what she looks like to you. That's a whole woman over there.
Yeah, but nobody douches anymore.
Yeah,
it's
that
not.
shit's bad.
That shit's not what you do.
All up, man.
Well, I don't know. I'm not a woman, so I wouldn't know any of that stuff.
Your
Apricot.
cooter would be on fire.
All right. So enough of talking about
You
her
usually just need
jazz.
alkaline water or something to balance that shit out.
Word.
You
And
know-
stay away from
you know
dirty
way-
dicks.
You know way too much about that shit.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
I mean,
okay, so like, can we get back on track, please?
oh, my bad.
Pat, for those that don't know who you are, please explain to these people who you are, where you come from, and all that fucking dumb shit so we can get that out the way.
That's a lot to unfold. I'm just some guy.
Do your best.
Just some guy who
Stop. I'm gonna stop you right
No,
there.
no.
Don't start with I'm some guy.
I'm just some guy that at a kind of young age I got involved in rap music and
It worked out.
I found myself in really cool places with my heroes and shit, and you know it's been really cool.
Yeah, they say you're never supposed to meet your heroes.
Nah, I only had like a couple like moments. Like I never had anything too horrible.
I think one of the worst moments when I didn't actually meet him, but I saw him in concert and I was up really close to Slick Rick, and he did a costume change right in the middle of the fucking show, and he came back and his legs were ashier than a motherfucker.
I'm not shocked.
I'm telling you, his legs were so motherfucking ashy. And this is Slick Rick. You would think he'd be like lotioned up or something. His legs were fucking ashy.
I don't think he cares about anything past the chains.
Well, I mean,
No.
he was
It's
there.
really not good for your skin. You get itchy.
No.
I don't know, but that shit was foul to me. So he broke my heart. So, you know, Slick Rick used to be that man. Now I have to believe he's doing shows and shit with dirty drawers on, and I just have
Use
socks are
coconut
dirty.
oil or something.
Yeah, he could have put something on them fucking legs. He looked like he was flaking and all kinds of shit on stage. Every time he moved, it was like a little puff of baby powder or something.
That's
He was on a
hilarious.
bender, man. You know, when I
I
used
don't
to
know,
go
but
on
you should
big
put the mic
benders-
up a little bit closer to
When I
you.
used to go on big benders, man, you know, you get a little ashy, a little crusty, a little dusty.
White Jesus said he gets a little ashy. Now that's something I would pay to see.
Ash is universal.
Is it?
Yes.
You
Okay.
just can't see it as much.
Right.
that's
It's there.
Yeah.
that's pretty fucking funny. You can't see it as much. You can't see the ashiness as much. All right, so you're just this guy who
Just a guy
just
who
a
likes
guy
rap
who
music.
likes rap music.
I like to go to cool concerts. So then I threw a lot of really cool ones.
How does that happen for a guy who's just a guy? Because nobody who's just a guy throws concerts.
I think everybody
Well, you
does.
find
I
yourself
really
in,
do.
you know, the right places with the right people. And, you know, I absorbed things early on that, you know, and just studied. Just, you know.
What I mean, can you elaborate on studied?
No, just studied like, you know, the environments of music.
Oh, okay.
Not just rap, you know. Reggae,
When did you
rock,
when did you first get into rap music?
like listening to it?
Yeah,
I mean, young. You know, like I grew up with number 2, my brother.
right,
The
right.
Four Eyes and these guys, and like you know, we would just be in his basement listening to, you know, BT and MTV shit after school, and we did that shit every fucking day.
Right, right.
And you know, we just were into it. You know, like you know, my dad's boy would take us to like any record store, maybe sometimes George's and stuff, and just be like, get whatever you fucking feel like it. You
Wow.
don't care if it had a bad, you know, words. I got to buy whatever I wanted because, you know, cool parents.
Cool parents or
And-
white parents.
I had cool
They
parents.
were not great. That's why my dad's friend had to take me. But you know, like it's something about I gravitated towards it. You know, it's you know, obviously many you know, a lot of reasons. You know what brought me to it. You know,
Right.
Like, you know, I could relate to a lot of shit and the happiness of, you know, say the Tribe Called Quests and all that, and you know, typical, you know, white asshole gravitate towards NWA because, you know, want to hear about bitches and hoes and AKs in people's mouths and people smoking rocks.
Good times.
Shout out to Ronald Reagan.
He said, "Shout out to rest in peace, Ronald Reagan." Is that what you're trying to say?
And Nancy.
Nancy.
Just say no.
Just say no. The biggest campaign that never worked. Sid Vicious says, "I've loved that dude. I've hated that dude whole time. Still respect the dude. Salute to the bro. Salute the bro. Never seen him ashy. Same here. That's like he said. You can't see it.
I hid that shit, man. Deep dark secret shit.
When you think about your journey in music, do you ever have a moment where you sit back and go, God damn, like this has been a wild, crazy trip? Because me personally, from knowing you for the years that I've known you, like you've always got your hands into something. You're always over here doing something. You're always fucking with this rapper, that rapper. There's a new up and coming rappers, old school rappers that had their day in the sunshine, and you bring them back into the spotlight. I've always seen you do all kinds of things. Yeah. If you ever sat back and go to yourself like, damn, I'm a hell of a motherfucker.
Nah, I mean, not like that, but it's like, I don't know. I think like at points, like I have a vision a little bit to like do something obscure. Like what I like to do, I like to curate something that no one else is going to do. I can make a show that's just going to be a one-off in Chicago. That's not just some tour.
Can I ask my co-host something? Yeah. Do you smell bullshit? Because I smell bullshit. This is not, I'm not, well, somebody give this man a beer. Because 4 Hours Number 2, Jesus are my bros, grew up with, they influenced me as a person and a hip-hop artist. Who is that? That is
Brad. Buzz Beyond.
I feel like we have to respect his interpretation of his journey.
Yeah, okay.
But it's just like it's deeper than that, you know. It's not like I can't like easily define it. Like we went through so many different stages and ups and downs and weird things of what I was supposed to be to other people, what they wanted me to be, until I became what I wanted to be and what I was better at. I was much better at management and behind the scenes and like other parts of the process.
Well, I've seen you on stage. I'm like a lot of people. I've seen you on stage and I've seen you perform. And I was like, even the first time I've seen you and Number 2 perform, I always thought like, God damn, these dudes are something else. And I remember sitting in the car with you guys one time before a show, and there might have been 5 people there. And you guys sat in the car and rehearsed everything. They were rehearsing for like an hour. They were smoking and shit. And they were rehearsing. I'm in the back seat, just like watching these two. And they were rehearsing in the car like as if they were on stage. And that shit always impressed me because you guys were always so prepared when you guys did a show, regardless if there was 10 people or 10,000 people. You guys put on an amazing, amazing show. And I was always amazed, not amazed, but really impressed by that when I actually think about that now. And you guys, you remember that? I don't know if you remember that now. You probably don't. But it was like, I think it was in Little Village or Pilsen or something. And it was like at a I don't know, it was a Mexican bar or something. It was kind of a big bar. I forget whose car we were in.
I didn't black out, but like there's just so many moments. Thinking back, it was South, huh? Out South.
Yeah, it was over by. Well, either way, you guys. I just remember that shit. It was probably before I got drunk because I remember it.
Yes,
but you guys, I was sitting in the back seat.
You drank the hard stuff,
right? And I remember you guys going, okay, you guys went through your song list. Like you had a multitude of songs that you guys were going to do. You went through your song list. You guys picked out the songs and then you proceeded to rehearse them in the car. And you guys were like fucking jumping around and like in the front seat shit. And you were like, it was like you guys were on stage and you're like, you guys were passing the mic back and forth to each other. And at first I was like, what the fuck are these guys? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But then when you went on stage and the energy was crazy in the car, but when you went on stage, the energy was even times 1,000 after that. And I was just like, all right, these motherfuckers is something else.
I mean, me and Number 2, like that was the thing when I moved back from the West and he moved back here from Atlanta, and we started performing together as a duo. We put a lot of fucking work into our live show, like to make it to what it was.
Right.
And to make it, because, you know, a lot of people can rap, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people can rap good, but so many people are just boring ass rappers.
Boring as fuck.
Rappity, rap. I'm great at rapping. Look at me, I'm great at rapping. What are you, the Beastie Boys?
You have rappity, rap.
I'm just great at rapping. And like, I know, I read the thesaurus last week and I'm just saying nonsense. Like, but if someone want to pay money to see you perform, you know, like you could be great at bars and all that fucking nerd hip hop bullshit. Are you entertaining? Because it's entertainment too. So you have to balance all of that out.
Right.
And like we definitely, I felt like once we got here from our respected other places, definitely stomped our foot into the ground.
I've been at many shows because I actually did the sound for you guys for a long time over at Murphy's. You guys did what day was that? Like Wednesdays or Thursdays?
It was on Friday night.
On Friday nights, yeah. Okay.
Championship Fridays.
Yeah. And I would go like I remember just like one time I wilded out way crazy and even at like grab number 2 and I was like jumping up and down on stage shit with you guys. You guys were just fucking dope as fuck. And I remember him looking at me like, get the fuck off of me. But you know, number 2 is kind of strange like that.
What is it? What is it about you though? Like, why are you so cool? Like, what is it? Like, you just kind of melt. Cool. You just kind of melt into situations. You're just there.
I mean, I just try to like not be like a bad douchebag. I'm a good douchebag.
What the fuck does that mean?
A fun douchebag, you know, obnoxious or whatever. Like I don't like to be a dick to people and shit, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
Some people go out of their way to be an asshole.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
I've had my moments, but it's like I try. I mean, I got my own problems.
Right. You don't try to deflect those problems on anybody else.
And that might be what it is.
Bury them deep down in my soul like a man. Cry by myself.
Cry by yourself late at night.
Skip rocks at the Des Plaines River. You know? But,
oh my God.
I don't know, like music, man. Music gives you so much energy, you
right?
know, and just so much great shit can come of it. And like to watch like people that I've known or people that I've just met in recent history, like watch them grow as artists or just watch them like learn. Because there's so much to learn in the industry. Like people think it's just like, oh, I made a cool song.
No.
You have to do all of it.
Yeah.
To figure it out. Because what are you going to do with it?
Right.
You know, just like you said, how many YouTube channels were created today?
Probably like 10 million.
10 million.
Yeah, something like that.
10 million.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do?
With a huge budget.
Yeah.
You know, clickbait and you know.
Isn't that some crazy shit?
Yeah.
You got to just kind of weave your way through it and get past the shit.
Oh, we weaving.
Yeah.
We weaving.
That organic.
We weaving out here. We weaving hard. Yeah.
Fan bases and it not just with podcasts and with music and all that. It takes just a small organic fan base to float the boat.
Yeah.
And that's what we really wanted. Like,
and those are the people too that will then tell their friends just slowly,
right.
surely be like, yo, this is great. And then they play catch up and watch all of your podcasts or they go back and buy all your CDs or something like that. And too many people think about the short term and the instant thing where it's just make believe.
Right.
You want to think long term.
Yeah.
Almost anything.
Yeah, the marathon.
Music is it's just like, real estate. It's long term.
What would you think? What do you think is the defining moment for Pat? Okay, let's separate the two. What's the defining moment for Pat, and what's the defining moment for White Jesus?
I mean, we're similar people.
Are you sure?
White Jesus is just an exaggerated version of myself.
Right.
You met my wife and all this. Like I have.
Shout out to Lil Hands.
I have a moderately normal life, but not really. It's
right.
The same because I do so much everything all the time. It's never gonna be normal. I don't know if like defining or like there's just been like pivotal moments.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you want, however you want to define it, like pivotal or defining.
I don't know, there was a lot of them.
Right.
But like, I mean.
But mind you, Pat and White Jesus.
All right. And this is way early. I was with number 2 in his basement watching, I don't know, BET MTV's one of the things. Tribe Called Quest video come on. We just standing in front of the TV. I don't know why we weren't sitting down. Lunatics. Pace around, you've met us.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Fife said, Bo knows this and Bo knows that. And I was just like, well, there it is. That's one moment that I was like, I'm in.
That's it. You're in.
I have to be involved in this on some level. And then
Wow, who would have thunk that?
I think
Interesting. Now, was that Pat or White Jesus?
I went White Jesus for many years.
How did you get the name White Jesus?
Number two, and these guys all kind of cultivated out of some things and just.
Okay, help us with the cultivating part.
There was a million fucking reasons why.
You just came in the clutch.
Yeah, if there's a million.
To save everyone.
The white savior.
I was one of the first people to bring Cali weed. One of the first people to bring California weed to Chicago. I don't know.
That'll do it.
That was a long time ago.
That'll do it.
You know, statute of limitations are over. It's a dumb fucking nickname, but it fucking works.
Oh,
people be like, I remember when I first met Razkaz, and I was just like, man, I can't wait to reintroduce myself to you. He's like, dude, your name is fucking White Jesus. I'm not gonna forget that shit.
Right.
Not never.
And that's crazy. Like, I've known you for a minute, and I've seen a lot of White Jesus in a lot of different moments. But I will tell you one that really fucked me up is this guy in the octagon. A lot of people don't know. I got a copy of that, by the way. I'm not going to play it.
I wish we had a clip to play. I really
won, but
he won. He won
a little bit.
Yeah,
I was there for popularity.
He got it again, and it was cool at first until he got Diddy bopped, and then all of a sudden you see a different White Jesus.
I was gonna like fall over. Like I couldn't like. My body was like he get me on my side. My body was like, and it was only like 45 seconds total. Like I was about to fall over, and I like haymakered him and just caught him on the side of his shit and pulled his pin. I got lucky, man. I was about to slump over myself.
He's about to get his ass whooped. But
I didn't train. I mean, I was like, but it was like, hey, we'll give you some monies, and you're popular, and people will come if you're on the thing, and it worked. And I was like, I guess.
And shout out to Big Rob. Big Rob was in there too. Big
Rob almost killed the guy.
Yeah, he almost killed that motherfucker. That motherfucker, I bet he'll never talk shit before a fight ever
dudes
again.
In the hood or in West Side still talk shit to that dude about that to this day.
You was talking about beating Rob's ass, talking all kind of shit. Rob went out. That shit didn't last no time.
The little prelim interviews we were doing, he was like, I'm gonna kill this guy in one punch. And Rob's like blowing steam like a bull. He just gorilla slapping the guy in the ring.
Yeah, that shit is wild. I'll have to show it to you one day. That shit's wild. But that just
had titties and shit.
Why'd you look at her when you said it?
I looked at
I'm the only one that has titties.
Well, anyways, that just goes to show like you low key like have your hands in like all types of shit. How in the fuck do you manage having on so many hats? Because I know that you manage. I know that you promote shows. Now you just found out he's been in the octagon. He might fuck around and do it again. You know, you do so many different things. That's just like the icing on the cake.
I secure album situations for people and this. But I mean, I just do. I don't know. I utilize like the resources and the people I know and the people I trust.
Right.
And we just build from there a lot. And that's where a lot of that shit comes from, like just relationships and people. Like people want to work with people they trust, like especially with like the shows and all that. There's been people that tried to go around me for people, like bringing them into Chicago. And they were like, well, yeah, but you got to holler at White Jesus though, because people on tour don't like being surprised.
Right.
They don't want to hear any bullshit. They want to be taken care of. Like I always take care of everyone, unorthodox a little bit, but everything is handled, taken care of, smooth sailing.
Right.
No problems.
But you still didn't answer the question. Like
I don't know how.
Are you the grand fucking facilitator? I mean, like,
I wouldn't say that. I just, like people I've met over many years and all that. Like I meet people and I, say we're not going to do anything at that moment. I could get their info. You check bases with them. Just like, hey, I hope everything's going well. it might not develop into something for 7 fucking years. Or, you know, things like that. You know, when we performed at the A3C Festival on the main stage with Master Ace and Cormega and Skyzoo, I met all like these people I hadn't met yet. I went on, and some of it after some time, I went on to work with like 80% of those people on some level.
Have you ever fanboyed out to anybody? Like you just was like, oh, fuck.
Not really. I mean, not fanboy. Like there's people who I've been like I loved like meeting them and working with them. Like,
Right.
Had like deep respect for, like Pharaoh Monge, and you know, a couple people that I really like was like really excited to meet, but never like oh my god. I mean, a lot of these guys are fucking dorks, man. They don't look as cool as they do on the internet.
They still don't even believe they are who they are.
Yeah.
Some of these guys are really short.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
dirty shoes.
Well, I mean, you're taller than the average person.
They got dirty shoes. That's hilarious.
I don't know. I mean, we had something like that happen just recently. So
Motherfucker
come in talking a whole lot of shit and then turn around like they show up and it's just like
hobo.
I didn't say that, but kind of sort of.
Under a bridge downtown is where I put some blood. Hey, shout out to my son Ryan. He told me not to do this, so I'm gonna play this moment and he's gonna be mad.
What's that?
I told my son I was gonna shout him out. He said not to.
Damn.
Had to.
That's you got a baby white Jesus on your hands, man.
Nah. He's gonna be like the president of a Fortune 500 company.
All right,
works for me.
Throat.
I think
learning from the best.
Yeah. What would you say is your job title? Like what would like if somebody says, well, what do you do? Like what would you say?
Facilitator, really. I mean, I do whatever is necessary of the people around me, and then some of my clients and stuff that I have, I do what's needed at that time. And if I can't do it to a certain ability, we outsource it to somebody else who is the appropriate person, and a lot of my resources can handle that.
You're an underground liaison.
I mean, yeah, can be.
Have you ever gotten in a situation where you're like, "Fuck, this shit's out of my fucking hands," and just said, "Fuck it"?
But then if, you know, I feed that position to somebody else, and then you have to hire someone out for it.
No, I'm saying in the moment, if you got in a situation where you just threw the towel and said, "Fuck it," I can't do no more than what I've already done. That's it. Fuck it. And just
not like seriously, you know. I've had moments where I'd be like, fuck everything, fuck all the people in this room.
I've been around those moments in the show.
And then I come back.
I think I had
after a couple of beers, he's back in business.
I need to breathe, man.
Yeah.
I just don't like, I don't like everyone talking to
me. Right.
Have you ever had anybody ask you for like all green M&Ms and like a gold bowl of cocaine?
Nah.
A gold bowl of cocaine?
Nah, man. I mean, people have asked for cocaine, yes.
Yeah.
They ask for normal shit, no, but like granted, I've done like plenty of work on like bigger shows as like a production management, this and that. But like for my shows that I do for my company, it's modest people, man. They just want a nice place to sleep.
Yeah.
They want to make sure they eat some food. It's simple. It's not,
simple shit.
A couple people are fucking dicks, but not like all the way. We never had anything where it was like I was like, man, I'm gonna kill this guy. It's just like I just had moments where like, hey, this dude's annoying. You know, like, hey, well, I'm too busy to go to dinner with you, man. You guys go. Just like look that way. There's 9,000 restaurants.
Right. So this is the point in time in the show where we do something we call "You Gots to Chill," and I'm very excited to hear this part. Okay. It's basically 10 questions. There is no right answer. Come on, man. There is no right answer. It's basically whatever you see fit, however you see fit to answer it. It's there's no right or wrong answer. None of that shit. Just dumbass questions.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
50. So
I'm gonna lay it on me.
All right. Nasha, you want to go ahead and start us off?
I shall. What came first, the poet or the rapper?
rapper because I became a rapper. Like I wasn't like writing fucking journals and shit.
Mm.
Didn't do that shit. I was a
Did
fucking
you-
crusty bum.
Did you just put on the I'm so interested fucking?
I was a crusty
The
bum.
fuck out of here with that shit. I don't know what the fuck that was.
Because goddamn it, every time we ask this question, we get a different fucking amazing
Yeah.
answer. And I'm just as wow.
Yeah, well, he said he
didn't
was
write
he didn't
poetry,
write poetry or
like
anything. He became a rapper.
I'm not one of those dudes like, hey, you want to go back to my dorm room and listen to some of the poetry? I got a new acoustic fucking guitar. It was Jerry Garcia's shit. Before I fucking died. You want to eat some fucking acid? Man, fuck all that pussy shit. Leave the poetry to poets.
Right. And leave the rapping to
You
rappers.
think Sean Price was out here writing fucking poems?
No. I doubt that. He might have though. You never know.
Yeah. You ever heard his album Mike Tyson? It's all a lot of poetry.
Beautiful. All right. I like
Okay,
the answer.
number two.
Number two, who's more important, the DJ or the producer? Be careful. Be careful.
But in what context?
Whichever
However
one you
you
want.
see fit.
Like for what? The show?
However you see
For
fit.
the show?
However
For
you see
the
fit.
Song?
Give us all the scenarios.
All of the
'Cause
scenarios.
we never really had like, in parts of my career, I had DJs. Like in my early career, I had a DJ that I was on the road with and did my songs with, who also was my producer too. But me and number two never had like a mainstay DJ.
Right.
We had moments where like we had BVAX for a little while. That was our DJ for a lot of stuff. And certain people that were a DJ on and off. And a lot of times we would hire out whoever was the DJ there. I mean, they go hand in hand. So it's,
You sure about that?
I'm not copping out of the answer. But
we had some people cop out.
but there's not always a DJ on a song, right? So
I'm saying-
the producer, are we talking about producer or are we talking about beat maker?
we're talking about
Because those are
producer.
two different
Well,
things.
that's a very big difference.
shit.
So
Huge
now
different things.
you just added a whole nother layer to the onion.
Oh
Some
shit.
people make beats and then another guy arranges it and this and that and fades this. And
Let's just for the sake of argument, let's just stick with producer. In the sense of he arranges
For a
it, puts
song.
it together for a song, yeah. Who's more important?
Again, it depends on the situation. For certain situations, the producer above and beyond. But like then if you look at, say, like a Dilated Peoples record or something, where you got like Babu is producing and the DJ though, but like he is a huge part. Like same with DJ Premier, they're
Right.
huge part. Even if Premier didn't make that beat, he's a huge part of the song
Right,
because it becomes like a voice of it.
right.
You know, just like how Flavor Flav isn't just a hype man, he's integral. If it was just Chuck D by himself,
It wouldn't
those
be the
songs
same.
would
Yeah.
not be
Right.
the same at all. Like they needed that buffer and that
Yeah,
insanity,
boy.
right? And people
Yeah.
people never like, they just thought it was like a goof and this and that, you know. So
Right.
it's hard to like cut and dry that, you know, with for me, it would all depend on the situation.
I like that answer.
Because there's definitely moments where man, you know, because I'm a huge DJ Babu, huge DJ Premier fan. Alchemist,
Right.
I love Alchemist a whole lot.
Tony Touch, Boricua, baby.
It's fucking. All right.
What, you don't like Puerto Ricans now?
Come on, man. You already know. It's on you.
Rapper or MC?
Depends on what concert you're at.
I like
MC is the, you know, master of ceremonies,
Right.
right?
Some people see it different. Some people see it as the MC is the one that's more lyrical and the rapper just be rapping just to be rapping.
Tons of like pretend MCs rap just to rap. They'd be like lyrical miracle, mo, whip, blip, blah, 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 blah. Thesaurus. I went to Columbia College. You know, fuck out here. Easy E knew who he was. He just like, I'm just some guy, sold drugs, and I'm gonna rip everyone off and I'm gonna make them write my raps. He was a rapper. No one would ever call Easy an MC, right?
No, never.
That Jerry Curl and shit.
I don't think the Jerry Curl had anything to do with
That shit was lit.
that shit was lit.
But depends on the situation.
It
Me,
does.
I prefer MCs. Though. You know, big fan of, you know, say Gangstar, one of my best group. AZ is my favorite rapper. Not sure if anyone knew that.
I didn't know that. I did.
My favorite rapper of all time. A lot of people are like, "What is he?" I'm like, "Yeah, motherfucker, read a book."
You know, from a perspective though of like a kid that's selling crack because they don't got shit else to do, I think maybe Eazy-E might be an MC. I don't know.
No, he's not
He
an
didn't.
MC.
I mean, he didn't write a single rap.
Yeah. Well,
but a lot of people didn't.
Right.
Old Dirty Bastard didn't write his shit.
He had a lot of other shit to do.
But you know,
he really
there's
did.
A lot of people who they create, like even on lots of levels, people concept the hooks and all that, and then they build around that. That's how a lot of like even huge guys, you know, they have a whole team that concepts the song before the words. You know, the song is written, but then the words just got to be filled in. You know,
that's a real
once you got
thing.
a dope hook and a dope beat, you already visualize the song. It's just like what you're gonna say now,
right?
Because then people don't even care.
A lot of people don't care.
Okay. Tits and ass, you know.
Yeah,
that's what Grandma always said.
That's the name of the game.
That's
the name of the game.
Okay, record sales or touring?
Touring, always. That's
expound on that.
I mean, even before like the bad bogus deals and the slumping record sales from like a commercial standpoint or underground, you always made your money on the road. You make your money on the road, you sell merchandise. A lot of guys will tell you they made more money selling t-shirts than they ever did.
Oh yeah, Tech Nine is like the master merch motherfucker.
We witnessed it, me and number 2 at the Congress to see him. It was him and Paul Wall and Ill Bill. Very weird lineup.
Right.
And man, we just sit in, just kind of waiting, whatever. And then all of a sudden, the announcing of Tech Nine and like, you know, dark gothic white asshole shit. He stole the Juggalos whole shit with the face paint. It was genius. They started running, man. White assholes with fucking with Tech Nine football jerseys and hockey jerseys and hats and fucking wristbands. And I was like, what the fuck? And he makes insane money
on merch.
There's a line down the block, man. You know, and like his fan base is very dedicated.
Yeah.
Middle America is very popular. You can make a lot of money playing small markets, no matter who you are. Because if you just play small markets, they have no idea who you are, but they'll go.
Right.
Because there's nothing else going.
Yep.
Right.
And if you hit enough places, goddamn it, it's going down.
Check a bag.
Yeah. All about touring.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah,
I always agree.
Because no one's ever gotten big money off of the
well, you hear but you'd be surprised. Like some of the people come in when we ask that question, we get such a variety of answers. No one has ever answered these questions.
But did they know what they were actually talking about too? Though
they think they do. They say they do. Yeah. Sometimes it makes sense. Sometimes it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, for the most part, I mean, you know,
there's things that
some funny style shit from time to time.
Industry and just every industry in general. There are things that like, well, it makes sense if you do it this way. Yeah, it makes sense for someone who doesn't know how it works.
Right.
Once you see how it actually works, it's the law of averages, and you just want things to balance out in the end. It's not like one big lick of money in one night or this and that. No, it has to balance out all year.
Right.
Your losses and balances have to just
checks and balances.
And don't be a pussy.
Don't be a pussy.
That's what my grandma always said.
Run that shit.
Record sales or touring?
I just said that one.
Oh, I'm down. I'm sorry. My bad. Word of mouth on the internet. Oops.
You need both. And I was against the internet early on. I didn't know how. Like I was like, it's stupid as fuck. And the people I was working with, they were like, "Yo, you need to like look on your MySpace thing. Like people like want to like talk to you and shit." I was like, "Fuck, I don't want to talk to you. You guys do it."
Right.
Like just like literally, people want to like talk to you and like. I was like, and then I was like, all right. Then I was like, oh shit, all right. These people are in Post Falls, Idaho, and they want to bring me to some dumpy bar, and I'm already going to be that way. Bam. All right. Then I was like, all right, it's not that bad. But the bullshit internet, you just gotta ignore the bullshit. That's what I think.
Yeah.
And because it's a necessary evil, but word of mouth is so much more powerful when people be like go out of their way and they like love that shit. Like I've seen it over all the years of like people who buy shirts and CDs and all that for ourselves or other clients of mine. You see the guys like every time something drops, you see these same people.
Right.
And then they'll be like, oh, I told my boy. And then I'm like, they'll be like, oh, this guy told me about you guys. And blah. I love this song. I'm like, song's fucking 13 years old.
Right.
But it's like that word of mouth shit, it goes a long way, man, because people like love to develop a relationship with artists.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and like people like when you listen to somebody, you feel like you know them, right?
Right.
That's how like same with like movies, TV shows, when people die from it, it's just like you felt like you knew that person. So like they died, it's like you lost a family member or something.
Right.
And that's how powerful like music and the arts are, because
Yeah.
you develop relationships that might even not be realistic at all, but it's there.
Right. People form those relationships within their mind and their heart, because I think a lot of times songs like are interpreted different. Like you could write a song and talk a whole bunch of gangster shit, but how someone else interprets that song is like heartfelt, or they think
It's an emotional connection.
Yeah, it's emotional
They
connection.
caught that one line where the guy says something about his dead grandma or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where they're at. Like, oh man, I love my grandpa too.
Right.
They're like, I love Tech Nines though. Those are badass.
Right.
Hollow tips, cop killer joints. All of a sudden you're on Tosh Point oh and shit. Web Redemption.
Web Redemption.
Okay, what next?
All right. Who's better, white rappers or black rappers?
Black rappers to me, I mean.
That was fucking too easy. That was too
There's
fucking
plenty
easy.
of good white rappers, but there's a lot of whack as fuck ones. Especially the dudes who are like were like failing as like kind of like being like wigger ghetto wannabe rappers from fucking trailer parks, and they're failing, or at least like on the cusp, or doing something, and they're trying to grasp for straws, they're trying to get to the juggalos, they're trying to do this and that. And all of a sudden, these guys are all like country stars.
That's kind of true.
Yeah.
And it's bullshit. So fucking go fucking play the guitar, buddy. You know, because when Bubba Sparks did Deliverance, man, that shit was amazing, and people ignored that shit. That was amazing. And he is kind of in that subgenre a lot more now.
Right.
But it's like, all right. Why is like all of a sudden everyone want to do it now? It's like, cool, man. Like, leave this to other people. And I get it. There's a whole part of America.
Right.
America's big outside the cities. The country music is big. When you leave any city, you're
Right.
in the movies.
Right.
They don't have fucking rap concerts.
Nah, they do. They do. I think,
Occasionally.
well, rap music is, well, it's declined over the last couple of years, but it's still like the number one genre. And then I think country music is like very close.
Country
It's
is
second.
no, country has to be number one.
Well,
Remember when 50 Cent and Kanye West were like trying to murder each other, and
Yeah.
who's gonna get that number one Billboard? Some guy, I don't even know what his name was. He just crept right in and got number one.
Wasn't it Buddy from The Voice?
It was just some country music.
Whose name I can't
he
remember.
said
No,
some
no one
country
from The
music
Voice
pick.
ever went number one Billboard. They created 0 stars.
What the
Buzz
fuck? No,
Beyond.
the host. What the fuck is his name?
Oh, this was before he was even.
He
big.
said Machine Gun Kelly.
I was thinking that, but I didn't want to say that because I don't know.
Buzz Beyond said Deliverance was dope. Shout out to Buzz Beyond, man. All
That's
up
my
in the
dog.
fucking comments, man.
I've been traveling.
He been
time.
he been fucking rocking with us for a quick minute, man. And shout out to you, man, bro. Thanks for tuning in.
He's a fantastic human being.
Yeah.
I took the guy under my wing many years ago, and he was just some kid from Memphis. You remember Brad?
He said Brad, he throws government out there.
I'm sorry.
All right, go ahead.
All right, what we got next?
Is it really possible to have a top 5 rappers list?
To some people.
That's it?
To some people, it can be. I can't have one.
Why?
I can have one for the moment.
Mm.
For what I'm in, like for that month, changes what I'm into. AZ is my number one rapper,
Always.
but I don't always listen to AZ.
But he's the number one slot always.
I just something about I love AZ.
That's a very realistic
Right.
answer, I
And
think.
he just had his most successful commercial success his last album.
Hmm.
All those years, because he signed when he first got signed, he signed to Motown, which he should probably not.
I think you called that when we interviewed you. He was I think the project was about to come out.
It was amazing.
I don't remember.
He made another song about.
I'm not
cocaine.
surprised.
Made another thing about cocaine.
Hey, people who make music about cocaine,
It's his lane, man. Let him talk his cocaine.
it's
man.
sometimes
Cocaine.
magical.
Well, now he says it differently. He doesn't talk about smoking or selling it.
What
Right,
does
who's talking
he
on
say?
the thing?
Buzz and Beyond says fresh to Oak Park from living in Memphis the summer of '92. Damn, you guys go back a ways.
God damn.
Yeah, hey, that boy was country.
All right, so who's it on?
What do we got
It's
next?
on you.
Number 8 on you.
Number 8. No, I just read. Is it
ESPN.
possible?
I just
the
asked
Ocho.
him if
Oh,
it
you
was
did?
yeah.
Okay, take it easy over there,
Hey,
Killer.
hey.
Take it easy. Calm down. This is the nicest you've been, by
Call
the way,
the
for a
cops.
very long time.
And I'm trying.
And I don't try, just do it. Okay. I'm just happy that you're being nice and you haven't been pornographic with
Because
white Jesus.
it's white
Call the
Jesus.
fire department.
It's white
This shit
Jesus'
is on
grace.
fire.
Because
It's his
normally
grace.
she says some pornographic shit. And she's
gross.
refrained from the
I
pornographic
did say stay
shit.
away from dirty dicks
When?
when we was talking about pH balances.
But people shouldn't have dirty wieners.
But that's pivotal
Gotta cock that shit back, wash it.
because you
He
can.
said cock it back.
Because if you
What
soak,
the fuck?
if you soak the
Gotta get
dirty
under
dick
the
in
skin.
alkaline water, it's still
Hey,
not
man,
gonna
I don't
help.
have those kind of problems, but yeah, back to the fuck.
Schmegma.
But
Yeah, remember that.
All
Number
right.
9.
this I'm gonna say it. Okay. West Coast gangster rap or East Coast gangster rap?
Southern gangster rap, Ghetto Boys.
Mm,
That's a
Shit.
first.
I love
That's a
it.
first.
Yes. Yes.
Ghetto Boys.
Yes. Yes.
And what about these Chicago fellas?
God damn it.
Damn it. That's well,
The
you're
K-Town fellas, all of them did a lot of things.
never get any recognition.
Twist,
Motherfucking
I
white
mean,
Jesus.
they had plenty of recognition.
Motherfucking
At
white
moments,
Jesus.
and still currently, it's just things happen, man.
How to put the fuel on it, take a pull on it.
You're gonna have to speak up, sir. I don't know what land you're in, where you at, but yeah, you're gonna have to speak up. So that's a very interesting answer. But we generally we get either one or the other. Just as of late, we've had a couple of people that'll say Midwest. Never had anybody say the South, which I
think
find
those might be people that are a little bit more versed in hip hop in general, though.
right.
You know,
Because usually it's, and I was waiting for like a fucking NWA moment, because that's why I looked at you when he talked about things being packed up and wrapped and packaged, that people don't understand that shit was packaged and wrapped up and put in a nice little bow for people to consume.
Mhm.
Suburban white kids were the major people at those
Right.
concerts.
And that's not gangster rap, but that's the persona of West Coast gangster rap. And a lot of people were introduced to that and think that gangster rap started on the West Coast when it
I mean,
didn't.
Schoolie D. You
Yeah,
consider
I say that all the
Schoolie
time,
D,
Schoolie D.
right? It could be
Yeah.
considered the original
Saturday
gangster
night.
rapper.
And I loved when you had made the point that one time where you talked about how if you pay attention to the videos that they weren't wearing red
No.
or blue, it was always black
It
or
was always
gray or some
black.
shit like that.
It was the generic gangster outfit.
Probably Raiders jerseys
Yeah.
and shit like that.
Very generic.
Khaki
Very-
suits and
yeah.
shit.
But that was the attire in Cali, like Dickies and all that type of shit. But they were for sure wear the colors and shit, you know what I mean? And that was just a very generic version of what California gangsters were doing, but not so much. I don't know about like the rhymes and shit like that, but it was definitely packaged and put out for people to consume. It wasn't like they made some fucking huge point about West Coast gangsterism or anything, because East Coast gangsterism, although very different, was still gangster as well back in the day, way before West Coast gangster.
East Coast guys are more about cash, making
Mob
plays.
type shit. Yeah,
West Coast guys are about that respect, and we got to kill this guy.
yeah, drive by.
I'm good at killing people.
Sonya?
CDs, tapes, vinyl, or streaming?
I mean, streaming is a necessary evil, but fuck that shit. CDs are making a huge comeback right now. I'm not sure if anyone knows vinyl. When people say vinyl's making a comeback, it never went
left.
away.
Yeah.
It's gone. It's gone up because of the collector market and all that for every genre. Because DJs always kept it alive. But like people are going back to CDs. I can't remember what the numbers
Damn, we
were.
keep hearing that.
For last year, I was taking a class and they were just talking about like the tapes are big, but that's mostly for collectors,
Right,
because you sell those and then still send them a digital download link, right?
right.
So, but people want to have something to hold again.
Something
They
tangible.
want to see it,
Right.
and a lot of like people are selling CDs and they're signing them. They'll do a run of just 500 CDs.
Right.
That's it, and they'll sign all of them.
I have a collector CD. I'm not a CD, but a cassette of Griselda. My guy got it at a concert, and it's like, and I think they only printed like 100 of them, if that, and it's signed and everything, and it's actually Conway the Machine. Yeah,
they crushed on the merch.
Yeah, they super crushed on the merch. Yeah, they killed on the merch.
Like, I mean, they were even like when they were still on Shady and stuff, like they fucking Interscope and shit. These guys were just doing little like 500 unit runs.
Yeah.
And for $39 for a CD, and people bought it.
Yeah. We were just talking before the show because I had a collection of Griselda hoodies and shit, and those hoodies they're extremely expensive. They're like 500 and up a lot.
There's a lot of those there. They do it for just that show.
Yeah. And
they do it while they're on the road. They just like, figure it out.
It's good quality shit too. Really good quality.
No one wants to wear a shirt and it's bogus.
Right.
I've been involved.
We talked about that as well
that shit
the other day. All right, who gets the house first? You or your mom?
The house.
Who gets the house first? Who you buy the house first? When you check the bag, who gets the house first? You or your mom?
You already got that. My mom has a house and I have a house.
Okay, fuck, man. Can you just answer the question? Can you be like,
hypothetically?
Yeah.
I would take care of my mom always because we went through some hard shit together.
All right, respectable. We don't hear we went through some shit together. We either hear, nah, I'm getting the crib, or we hear, mom's always gonna take care of first. But you never hear, we've been through some shit together, so yeah, mom gets the crib. We never hear that, and we've been asking these questions for a quick.
Shout out to my G, she just retired.
Yeah,
mine too.
Shout out to Mama.
Congrats.
White Jesus.
I'll go hang out with her on a boat tomorrow.
Nice.
That's what's up.
And he says here, Buzz and Beyond says that's dope because the South had gangster music, Memphis had Player Fly 36, Ball and G, and a few others. Yeah, that's true.
I was a big 3-6 fan.
Things, you know what I'm saying? Ghetto Boys. He says the Ghetto.
I love it, Ball and MJG.
Absolutely.
Yeah. They only performed like 230 times their entire
Yeah,
career.
Zero, NKG. Shout out to Mama Jesus. Shout out to Mama Jesus, man. That's not something you hear all the time.
No, my mom was a very huge supporter. Number two's mom was huge supporters of us,
Yeah. That's what's
they weren't dream killers, that's for sure.
Do you think it would have been different if they were?
If they were dream killers?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, no. I just, it just helps. I just wouldn't have talked to her.
Yeah.
It just feels good when someone be like, you can do awesome.
I didn't get that kind of shit until I got signed. My mom hated the shit. She hated everything about it. And then once I got signed, she was like, "You gonna buy me a house? When are you gonna buy me a house?" Everything was dope after I got signed.
Slow down, dream killer. Like, hey,
yeah, remember that time?
My grandma was like that. She's like, "Oh, so you still gonna try to be a singer?" And I'm like, and then she'd be like, "Well, you should just go to college." I'm like, "Are you gonna buy me college?"
Right.
You're gonna buy me college.
Like, I'm already doing pretty good for myself with this, and I was like 21 already. And I was like, I'm doing pretty okay right now.
Yeah, I'm fine. To be honest with you.
A singer. You don't understand, do you?
I'm a singer of words.
Yeah, I remember I worked one summer to buy some equipment, and I got it from all from the pawn shop, fucked up turntables, mixer, and everything.
Russian roulette.
Yeah, and my mom came in and said some really fucked up shit, and then proceeded to throw all my shit out the fucking second story window, saying, "Get that out of my house." That's the kind of shit I dealt with until I got signed, and then it was like, "Oh my God, you're so amazing. You're such a creative soul." Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's funny how, no matter what, in any situation, variables change people's everything.
Right. I know. Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, you can't do shit about it. You just say,
It's mom's. I mean,
yeah, it's mom. She's gonna say shit anyways.
You gotta take it whatever color it comes.
Yeah, rest in peace, moms. Anyways. So engineer, you got that bonus question on deck?
Yes, sir. Which one would you rather have? Skill or fame?
Skill.
Skill. My man.
Fame is an illusion. It goes away without the budget. It happened to Lil Wayne when he was beefing with Cash Money. All of a sudden, he went on the radio. He wasn't on cover of magazines in a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
costs a lot
Najrino,
of
is it in the
money.
budget? Najrino, is it in the budget?
Costs a lot of money to be
Is it
famous.
in the budget, Najrino?
The do say.
Is it in the budget? I just need to know, is it in the budget? Just
We
shake
got a
your head,
dookie
yes or no.
budget or a condom budget?
It's yeah.
It's in the budget.
You guys heard about these things?
We got a
condoms?
gift card.
Condoms?
Condoms. It's like something that people put on their wiener.
What the fuck?
Take away all the feeling.
I heard they taste disgusting.
Oh, shit.
In my projects. In my projects.
I got a question
Shout out to
for you.
Cool Cap.
Follow me now. I want you to stay focused and follow
Oh
me. all right?
shit!
Yeah,
What's the
smart.
name today?
How you doing there, sir? My name is Jack Handy from Jack Off Records. I got a $10 million bag of money right here. I want to sign you right now, Mr. White Jesus. But I need you to wear a pink cowboy hat, rhinestone pink jacket, and some pink cowboy boots that are fucking rhinestone the fuck out. And I need you to dance a jig.
And a garter belt.
And here's the money.
Because I went through a.
Do you want to take the money, Mr. White Jesus? $10 million. This changed your life, sir.
No, I took the money, and you know I took money before when I sold my label, and it fucked me over bad.
I'm not that label. This is Jack Off Records.
No.
You're not taking the 10 mil.
No,
I'm walking out right now,
because
Mr.
no
White
one's
Jesus.
No. No one has ever been given like when it be like $10 million record deal. That's a loan, man.
Sir,
They give
are you going to take
bonus.
money and dance a jig?
No.
Well, can you explain to me why before I walk out this door with this $10 million?
Because all of a sudden I'm gonna be on some fucking TV show about where I hung myself from the ceiling and shit. And then all of a sudden I got like a bunch of like Percocets in my asshole or something.
Lord, just don't let any of the shit you're thinking come out of your mouth. Just shut it.
Oh,
Shut
It's
God.
in my butt.
Shut it.
It's,
The
Shut
Percocets
it.
are in my anus.
Oh, repress it.
No
Repress it.
homo.
just say whatever you're going to say.
I can't do it. Nope.
You can do it.
I cannot.
He just gave you some words of praise. He's
I
like, you can
can't.
do anything.
No.
This guy's full of encouragement.
No.
$10 million, man.
Yeah, $10 million. Okay, we're out of here, Mr. YG. So you had your chance.
I wonder if somebody offered me 10 million, would I put Percocets in my asshole? I don't know. I think I
He
would.
didn't say he put Percocets in his asshole for the
already
$10
there.
million. He said
They were just there for recreational purposes.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm joking. I don't fuck you. Opioids are weird. I like marijuana.
Oh my
It's legal.
God.
It's
Yeah.
a new glass of wine, you know what I'm
Give
saying?
me a glass of wine.
All the cool ladies are doing it out in Naperville and shit.
All the cool ladies.
If it's indica, I fucks with it, but I can't fuck with the rest of that shit.
Yeah, you can.
Be trying to fucking vacuum the dishes and shit. I don't.
Vacuum the dishes.
Mm-mm.
Respect.
All
You
right.
out here smoking crystal. And shit. You out here Breaking Bad. Shout out to Uncle Dean Norris from Breaking Bad. Big homie.
Oh shit.
He won't watch this ever.
What does it take for White Jesus to get out of his square? Like, let's say a label comes to you, just like Mr. fucking Jack Off Records. What would it actually take for you to get out of your body and say, you know what, fuck it, where's the pen? Let me sign.
Man, I did it without the shucking and jiving. I just did it for a big ass check, and then it turned into a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, I do
You
remember
remember?
that.
It
Yes.
took 4.5 years of a lawsuit, and it fucked my whole shit up.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
And
Like,
that's
really?
when I pivoted into more business side 100%. I stopped rapping because of that shit.
Mm.
Because we had a very profitable situation, and it just, I don't know. I thought it was all good, and it was not.
Was that was a very valuable learning lesson for you. Obviously, you said you
Came
stopped
out
rapping.
okay.
Yeah.
Came out, it's like, but we lost a sizable amount of currency and a lot of traction, and just like there was a lot of stuff got taken off the internet, and like I had to remove certain shit, like albums couldn't be distributed anymore because of just bullshit claims
Right.
of ownership, and it was a fucking nightmare.
I do remember
It
that
lasted
shit.
years. It lasted years.
I do remember
And
that.
then we ran out of money in the business, and then our lawyer was just like, "You guys got fucked." So I'm gonna just finish
Why
this
didn't he
up.
tell you guys got fucked from the beginning? Why did he have to wait until all the money's gone and everything?
Well, no, we were trying to get our money back. That was the problem.
What's
that
you're so fascinated?
picture of that dog. Man, ain't nobody ever been here with ADHD.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, right
I've been
there.
playing the drums in my feet the whole time. But it was a learning lesson, and I would have done it different.
Right.
I would have known exactly how to prevent him from doing what he did.
What was the lesson in it? Like literally.
He just said.
Letting someone buy my shit and then having them retain ownership and had zero experience and he just wanted to hang out and go to concerts and shit.
Yeah.
And he had like an 8th grade fucking education.
He just had a shit ton of money.
Doesn't anymore.
With zero financial fucking literacy.
But hey, you know what? That's what it was.
Yeah.
And you know what? It took a while, but you know, everyone involved, we grew from that shit and we kept it moving and kept, you know. I think it really helped my business sense a lot. And just like keep fucking people like that the fuck away from me.
Right. Right.
People who be like, hey man, let's go in on a show. It happens all the time here. You know, people be like at a show that I'm doing or something from like a guy from New York or anybody, you know, out of town. Man, we should definitely get up and do a show. And I'm like, well, if you're down to like get in, you know, invest in the show with me, I'll be okay with that. Everyone wants to do it until like, all right, I'm doing this show. And then I'll be like, all right, you want to go 50-50? And then I'll be like, this is how much the first round of money is.
Right.
To get the ball rolling. Then they're like, no response.
Right.
Everybody wants to be down or snake my connects and shit.
Yeah, everybody says they're down for the team or down for the work until it's time to work.
Mm-hmm. Work or cash. Both.
Yeah.
Because some people can't do either.
Right. I mean, like even within like working on doing shit and working it has equity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Sweat equity.
Yeah, you know? Sweat equity. Absolutely. Yeah. What do you see in the foreseeable future for Pat White Jesus?
I'm just, man, we're gonna keep rocking and rolling, man. We got the Goodfellas #2 and 4 Eyes and DJ Toom down there. They're doing something really great.
Toom's good.
With Beat Street Atlanta and like curating amazing shows. And we're trying to, you know, do something like that here. 4 Eyes has a couple albums coming out. One that I got our situation with Bronze Nazareth, Wu-Tang producer from the Wise Men in Detroit. Right. We'll see. That's just in early stages. We got a couple other things popping and cooking, man. We'll see what's up.
What's that looking like? And is that looking like the next year, 2 years?
We already started.
So the future's looking bright.
Hopefully.
Is it still 6 Rings ENT?
No, I mean 6 Rings is still a thing, but we us.
We us?
We are us.
I love it.
We are us.
We us.
I mean, this still exists, but still boxes of shit. I'll bring you some.
Some cozies.
I got cups and pens. The pens are probably all dried out. They're in my like where my furnace is. Shot glasses, pints, glasses, got all that shit.
Yeah, bring us all that shit. We take
all that shit.
Keychain poppers.
We'll take it all. We have no shame.
But you know, and I just want to, you know, do anything I can to like help my friends and people that I like, or people that I, you know, see who are really fucking awesome. Some people just need even a push in that direction. Right. You know, instead of listening to like the schemers and the scammers and the buy on bullshit and all that. You know, hey, be on my bullshit blog. You know, do it for $100.
Be on our bullshit podcast. People. That type of shit. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I didn't pay you $7,500 to be on this shit. Motherfuckers would pay like $1,000 to open up for somebody, and that's like the doors aren't even open yet. Right. And you're not even on the flyer.
Yeah, that's wild. Pay to play is wild.
Buy-ons can, in certain situations, a buy-on can be beneficial. Right. But 99% of the time, people don't utilize anything. They might not even see that artist that they're opening up for. They might not even they might take a picture fast and that's it. Right. They're not going to work with them. Right. You know, people are like, yo, man, this dude, we got shit cooking. No, you don't.
You don't have shit cooking.
No, that guy's worried about what he's got cooking. Right. You know, he's like, you don't got time to worry about you know, unless you got, you know, nothing. You know, like people have to realize it's a budget. It takes a budget of, you know, if you're going to do a big song with a big artist and you want it to be something serious, you need not just the verse, then you create like a video budget with that, and then you got to fly them somewhere, and then doing. Because some guys won't even do it just for money.
Who would you not work with? Period. No matter how much the budget is.
Who would I not?
Yeah.
I mean, like 9,000 people.
I knew he was gonna say that. I swear.
You knew it was going to be 9,000.
Not specifically, but I knew he was gonna say it's a lot of motherfuckers. I knew it.
Well, just because like you just know, like I don't want to like talk shit about anyone because like there's just plenty of people that I just know are bad business.
Right.
And who just always create a problem. So like it's just not worth the headache, right?
Has anybody said that White Jesus is just a problem, period?
People have, but mostly those people are just trying to like fuck my shit up. Why does he do this? I'm like, well, why didn't you do it?
Right. That's a pretty simple answer. Like, why didn't you?
And then these assholes, tend to like to talk shit about me, not just here, other places, and be like, well, you said some shit to my homie.
Right.
And then all of a sudden you trying to ask me for a fucking favor.
Right. That's one thing I've known about you for all the years that I've known you. We're looking at close to 17 years that I've known you. And you're a very loyal person. Where does that loyalty come from? Because, I mean, like, some people, their loyalty is in the moment, Some people, their loyalty stems from childhood friendships and shit. Where does that loyalty come from? Because I know, as from meeting you, and throughout all the years, you've always been a really solid individual, and if there was a favor to be asked, if you could do it, you're like, yeah. If you can't, I'm sorry, I just can't. You know what I'm saying? And you've been very straightforward and everything, and you've always been solid. And I feel like you've been loyal as a friend with me. Yeah. Where does that come from?
I mean, man, I just want to like not be a fucking piece of shit. Like, like for my bad shit, like I don't know, like man, I prefer to put out good shit, good energy.
Right.
Like I have my moments like anyone, but it's like anytime I do some dickhead shit, I regret it immediately.
So it's the intention.
And I like to be proactive with what I do within music or anything I've ever done professionally. I want to like show people how I always want to like show people how to do it. Right. I don't hide my shit. I would show people my resources.
Right.
Just don't snake that shit. I'm cool.
I've heard from people, no one in this vicinity or room, that you've been called the gatekeeper in Chicago.
I'm absolutely not a gatekeeper. It'd be cool if I was. And that like term is like lame anyway. Like there are people who like block people. They like gatekeeperish and they block people from like getting shows or block people from this.
You never blocked anybody from getting anything?
I mean, some people just need to get a little spanking before, but like, but that's for other reasons, man. I never did it out of just to be like a fucking hater dickhead.
Right.
You know what I mean? Never like gone out of my way to be a dick.
Yeah, I can say for as long as I've known you, I've never seen you really. Somebody would really have to push you to some kind of point or something for you to even really say anything.
I'll regret it immediately.
Yeah.
It's like I'm an open book when it comes to certain things. Like I always tell people, like, just ask me. Right. Somebody like, oh, I don't want to bother you. I'm like, I'm not shit. I'm like, just ask me, and if I can help you, I'll help you. If I can, I can. Like you said. And that's with like anything. And like and after COVID, my shit fell apart. I started working for a big corporate event company.
Right.
After I never worked for anyone but myself. And that shit was insane to adjust to.
Right.
But it's the same thing.
Right.
It's the same
It's just the bureaucracy, man.
And I know a bunch of people that I know from other shit that work within the shit I do already.
Right.
My boy that was in Dubosaurus with me, guitar player, he worked in Vegas, at our Vegas shop. Small world shit.
Right.
My workers were like, yo, White Jesus. Can I call you White Jesus? I'm like, fuck. As soon as I started, I'm like, fuck. I was like, dude, I guess, man.
Do you ever find that your persona has like grown bigger than what you want it to be, or like it just like it supersedes you or precedes you?
It's just like I'm like a character right now. It's like pro wrestling. It's an image of sorts. My wife gets annoyed by that shit because she's like, what the fuck? She's like, still after all this time, she's like, you don't perform anymore. I was like, yeah, but I'm still active on things and people.
Right.
Some people just like saying white Jesus. It's silly.
Yeah.
Remember that silly cartoon Black Jesus? That was funny. Or no, that wasn't
the cartoon. It was a show. Yeah,
it was a regular show.
Yeah.
One crazy lunatic. Yeah, that was great. Why did they get rid of that?
I don't know. It's good TV though.
They're hating on
Because Black Jesus was a homie. He was a whole homie.
They drank 40s.
Yeah, they drank 40s and shit. Yeah, that shit was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Fucking,
good shit.
Really dope.
So, what do you like about present day hip hop? Like, what's your favorite thing about now?
Nothing.
I don't know. There's plenty of still good hip hop, and there's plenty of young kids who like hip hop, and things evolve.
Right.
Just because like there was bad fucking hip hop on the radio in the 90s. Not get past that shit.
Right.
Horrible fucking acts. Endless.
Right. Endless. Yeah. Very
so true. Now you got to just weed through the bullshit more because we have the internet and we have all that. And there's still plenty of great hip hop. And then some people are just doing different music evolves, right?
Right.
And there are people who are just doing a different take on it. And we can't be mad at like some young kids because they don't fucking listen to KRS-One every fucking day.
Right.
Or they don't listen to, African Bambaataa, hoping that they're gonna get a guy drunk in a limo and do something weird.
What? Wait, whoa.
I just heard something on the internet one time.
Hey, wait a minute, what the hell?
Right,
They're slipping them to Mickey.
That would only work if the motherfucker was 15 or 12 or some shit. But,
Yeah, man, age ain't nothing but a number. Shout out to Robert.
Wow.
Kelly.
Yeah, the disclaimer, this is
that guy is left. He's not gonna do anything.
What you mean?
R. Kelly. Were you scared of R. Kelly?
I'm not scared of R. Kelly at all. I'm just saying with this show is strictly entertainment purposes.
He doesn't know how to work a computer, man.
Apparently, he got somebody pregnant while he's in jail. So.
Oh well, goddamn, that's hilarious, right there.
He got some girl pregnant.
That's hilarious.
Nice.
That's some real R. Kelly shit right there.
Sauvage.
and she was 15, by the way. No, I'm just playing.
That's cap. I was about to say that's cap.
That is cap.
Yeah, my son said it to me every 4 words. Cap. Or that I'm sus.
Oh, that shit.
He doesn't even know what that is. Like
your
what
son
really
calls
means.
you sus.
He doesn't know what it means.
I'm
like,
sure he does if he's saying it.
My 9-year-old says that shit all the time.
He doesn't know. He thinks about them just like an idiot.
Yeah.
You're sus.
He's right about that idiot part.
But he's not right about the sus part.
No,
No, man. They say kids tell the truth.
No, they don't. Kids are lying. My son is a liar.
I think if the kid told the truth, maybe they would be weird.
I'll be at his baseball game and he would tell me in the car that he hit a home run. I was like, it was a triple, dude. But you did a great job. It wasn't a home run. It wasn't a dinger.
That's fucked up.
What are your guys' favorite rappers?
Well, first of all, we're conducting the interview here, sir. Rakim, number one, always in my slot. Number one.
Black Thought for me.
Pause on the in my slot part. But yeah, Rakim always number one. So that's I don't.
Which Rakim?
The only Rakim.
There's layers.
No, the Rakim, the paid in full Rakim, the
where there's Eric B.
Yeah, when there's Eric B. There's only like maybe 1 or 2 songs that I like that he did post Eric B.
There was a lot of words.
12th letter or whatever.
Yeah.
18th letter.
18th letter. I got that.
I fucked that up every time.
Good catch. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you remember when he was signed to Aftermath. And Eve, like before he found Eminem, like Aftermath was struggling. He had Eve, Rakim,
Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, he did.
That was miscellaneous. Everyone was just attaching themselves to Busta's thing. Raekwon was involved.
That was that conglomerate shit or whatever.
Shit just drag out forever.
Yeah, they had Eve on the shelf for I don't know how motherfucking long.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
Eve of Destruction, Recognition from the Bulworth soundtrack. It's great.
But I like Rakim.
And that motherfucking book. Why Jesus? Don't start that shit. Don't start that shit.
The RZA record, but driving 50 miles per hour through weed trees and dead flowers.
That shit was amazing. Like 11 motherfuckers know about that soundtrack.
Yeah, soundtracks were amazing.
They were amazing. They were.
amazing because that's where they a lot of times put like new signees on labels and get them a couple songs. You know, Caught Up soundtrack, 50 Cent, How to Rob was on there.
Damn, it was.
And then he got blackballed after that. And then only person
that was a weird ass movie.
Eminem saved the day.
Because at the moment, no one would just question Eminem. He saved the day because 50 was killing that mixtape shit.
Right.
But that's just mixtape shit. You got to get the guy on the TV. It's a big jump.
Yeah, it is a big jump.
I love the mixtape era.
The mixtape era was dope.
Until you were like switching song to song, and then like one of them was like, it was like, then all of a sudden it's like loud as fucking staticky. Like,
yeah.
And then the record label sued all of those guys, even though they gave them the music to put on the mixtape.
That's fucking
that was a dick move.
Yeah, it's fucking dick move. Has Pat made any dick moves?
No real dick moves. I've done a couple unethical things, but I've never fucked anyone over.
couple unethical things.
I feel like that's how you move through frequencies.
And you say you're sorry.
Yeah.
You make it right.
Unethicalities are okay, you know. I think it's the intention.
Right.
Well, if you're like, sometimes it's on accident, right? Or, you know.
That's the intention.
And sometimes people just go out of their way to be a fucking asshole.
That's the intention.
Let's get into these. Shannon Blunt, shout out to Skid Rock is in the motherfucking building. White Jesus get mad love and respect for me for live. Technology 720 wouldn't have happened without you, big homie. And then, of course, you, Heat. First of all, man, White Jesus was going to do that shit anyways. But I had talked to him and he had gave me his word that he was going to put that shit out. I don't know if you remember, but so that shit was going to happen. Brad Busby says that's real spill, Shannon. I don't know what that means.
You just wouldn't understand with your old ass.
That was uncalled for. That was a real dick move right there.
We almost the same.
Well, I'll be keeping that shit on the low, man.
Well,
the God and see, of course, he's talking about Rakim, the 18th letter. You know what I'm saying?
When I be on the mic, hardcore.
Shannon Blunt, the strong arm, the love, and the music. Yes, sir.
Why Jesus? Know. What's the key to happiness?
I don't know, man. I can't wait to figure that out. Just do your best. Shout out to my life coach, Jason Flores.
You have a fucking life coach? With the way you said that, like, yes, of course.
He's a long-term CPS teacher, and he got a simple philosophy in life: do your best. If I talk to him and say, "Oh man, I fucked up some shit, this crazy shit happened," he's like, "Did you do your best?" I'm like, "I did, but it still wasn't." He's like, "Well, you did your best. That's all you can do."
Yeah, big facts.
Don't worry about this bullshit, you know, because you go to the next thing.
I think that eliminated a lot of strife if people just really are like more graceful with themselves. Like, as long as you weren't a piece of shit and you really seriously did everything you could, you're on time, you respect people's time and shit like that. I mean,
a lot of people do not do that.
Yeah, I mean,
no, they don't.
They don't.
Shit happen all the time. Not gonna say any names, but you know, I just worry about them sometimes not doing their best.
The shots were fired.
Yeah, but see, even right now they're not doing their best. But that's a whole nother story. Probably get into that another time.
What are you guys gonna do next, though?
But see, you keep turning this in, man. We got a lot of things. First of all,
well, I mean, you know, we were kind of this hiring situation at one point, and that shit went left.
Let me tell you what the rate is of pay. 0. Right now, it's
I can get
0.
you some Reese cups. I mean,
yeah,
I got a hookup.
Cup of coffee, maybe a 24-pack of beer,
some ice water.
Yeah, but when the bag comes,
ice water bangs though, for real.
But when the bag comes, definitely breaking bread.
Because when the bag comes, I'm gonna get a fur and I'm gonna have my ice water with the fur on, and I'm gonna sit here. And they're gonna get shot. I'm just being honest. I don't play that shit.
Well, that just went all the way left for no reason.
Don't fuck with me first.
You're gonna shoot Pete at people.
Wait a minute, what the hell?
I mean, this show is 100% here for entertainment.
I got mad love for animals.
Peter, by the way, we don't have no fucking problems with you.
We don't have problems with you.
My man, Joe Exotic.
Oh man. You the real MVP for that shit.
Hey, yo, and fuck Carol Baskin still.
Man, fuck her for real. Straight up.
Fucking bitch.
That bitch is a devil. Straight up. Man.
Must be on. Said definitely hope to be on the show one day. Love what y'all been doing. Oh my God, you killed me with that. Hey, we gonna get you in here, bro. We gonna get you in here for sure.
I think that might be the best thing Netflix has ever put out. Straight up.
Man, he said
Have you seen Big Mouth? It's amazing.
Oh, hey, that's my shit. And Hoops.
Hoops.
I love Hoops.
When he said free Joe Exotic.
That shit is hilarious.
You felt that shit in your heart.
Felt that shit in my soul.
actually felt
All
like
the guy did was like enslave people and kill like some tigers.
And feed them and feed everybody rotten food. I
He
mean,
was
what the
in
fuck?
Winniewood, Oklahoma. I mean, that's the kind of shit that happened.
right.
Like, what was his intention?
He was on crystal, yo.
And like, you know, moving through his frequencies. I mean, that's all he could do. You know what I'm
Nigga
saying?
was getting married to dudes and killing tigers
I mean,
and enslaving people.
I mean, but to navigate through
that's lit
those
as
frequencies, you
He
need to
said
be
that's lit as fuck.
you need to be on crystal in order to properly navigate that shit. I'm just saying.
And he's walking around with
no,
a
you
fucking
do
sidearm.
crystal. You just do crystal and hope you.
some tigers.
Because if
You
I
don't kill
wake
too many
up,
tigers.
if I'm a dude and I wake up and I'm like, okay, I gotta fuck a bunch of trashy dudes and I got all these fucking tigers I gotta take care of. I'm probably gonna reach for some crystal because I don't know. I just might go back to sleep without it. I don't know. The whole dumpster full of food that everybody had to eat and they had to share with the tigers, that I was done.
Oh, that looked like good stuff. They got like lobster tails.
But how
Shout
long
out
was
to
it in the
Jizzo
dumpster
Productions
outside?
in the building. He says yes. F Carol Baskin.
yeah,
Yes.
and her husband, fucking Howard.
Did
Fucking
they
cunt.
ever find him when he missing?
No,
No, that was the new husband. Howard.
Don was a bad guy.
Oh
He was
my
out there
God.
fucking children in Costa Rica, man. Don didn't. She didn't kill Don. Don killed himself, man. by
She fed that
banging
nigga to some
Costa
tigers.
Ricans.
She fed that motherfucker to some tigers.
Man, he got killed by the cartel, man.
I just want to say, shout out to Jizzo Productions, Shy City Cypher in the house, but he's still a cocksucker because, first of all, let me say this real quick. He says F Carol Baskin, like all of a sudden he's got some kind of perfect, non-foul mouth or something like that. He said F Carol Baskin when he should have said fuck Carol Baskin. See, this is cocksucker shit.
Frick.
It's cocksucker shit.
YouTube censor.
I mean, the sucking of cock sounds so derogatory when you say that. I
don't think he literally sucks cock.
Okay.
but hey,
Let's change the subject.
I'm just saying.
What? Were you offended?
That's
All of a
offensive.
sudden?
That's
I don't
offensive.
wanna hear about wee-wees.
He doesn't
I'm
like
just
it.
saying,
Let's
I'm
not talk about
saying
weed. I'm
he's
sorry.
literally doing that.
I apologize, white Jesus.
And if he is, it's his business. It's not mine.
Can you guys point me in the right direction of some up and coming rap fellas in the Chicago area that I might not know about yet?
Yeah, there's a guy named Jizzo. Probably heard of him. Jizzo Productions. He's a decent rapper, I guess. He's one of those guys you got to probably work with for a long time. Get them together.
Yeah.
Media training.
The engineer is
Shit
well
like
versed in the new, as far as the Chicago area is concerned.
I know a couple. I know a couple MCs. Hey, listen. By the way, shout out to Skid Rock because he's one of my favorite, hardest working motherfucker out there right now. Like he's in like 2 bands. He's fucking rapping. He just did.
He's awesome.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
He's awesome as fuck. Very creative. Very fucking talented, man. And I gotta say, yeah, man. Why don't you fuck with Skid?
I will. It's just I'm looking for an application for up and coming guys that are young.
I'm gonna reach out to Jizzo because I know Jizzo knows a lot of dudes that would be more than willing to work with you or something in a capacity to like.
Yes, I have a couple of things bubbling that I want to help other people. So I don't, in case hell's real, I don't want to go there.
Right.
Shout out to my boy Slicker.
I know a podcast that could use your help, and I know a producer that could not necessarily use your help, but a little shove in the right direction for both things wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. Not that we don't. Not did I say we? Not that these people or whoever they are don't have their own shit going on. They do.
Microphone Misfits.
Microphone Misfits in the building. What's cracking? Yeah, I dig Skip. Yeah, Skib is my guy, man. I fucks with him the long way.
They performed at my free festival that I do in my neighborhood, my son's school, and it was awesome.
Yeah, shout out to Microphone Misfits, man. Shout out to D Nick, man. My guy, man. I fucks with you, bro.
My son loves them.
Yeah. They be doing the goddamn thing.
Hey, let me plug out my festival, Gale Woodstock. It's
First of all,
August
we'll get
26th.
to all that. We'll get to all that. You got
free
time.
In the Galewood neighborhood.
You got time.
Sayre Language Academy.
So what is it that since you've been in excuse me, in music and having your hands in all these different things, like what really brings you like the most joy? What gives you the warm fucking fuzzies when you do that shit as far as the industry is concerned?
Man, just like the best part of it to me has been like doing something that no one else was gonna do, or just something that's like organic, and then the stars align, and it's just like, man, it's fucking beautiful.
Right.
Or like, doing something where, some guys run a tour run and they've had a horrible tour run, and they get to Chicago and they're like, yo, you guys, you just re-energized my whole shit.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And just like the energy, and just like, becoming like friends with these people that I like, were like heroes of mine when I was a teenager, and then all of a sudden become friends.
Oh, that's dope.
And just like watching people grow, and just growth.
Yeah. Growth is good.
Because rap music is big on not letting people grow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They want this guy to make the same album 19 times. I mean, not everyone could do it like Too Short like that.
Right.
No one
facts.
can.
Big facts.
No one.
I say that shit. I say that shit all the time.
Man.
Same monotone
Only thing
shit.
that changes the beats a little
That's
bit.
it.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
His newer shit is a lot different production wise. It's the same shit.
Yeah, it's the same shit.
It's just a little more refined.
Yeah, shout out to Too Short, man. Shout out to the
Todd Shaw.
What did Tiny White Jesus want to be?
Microphone
Or Tiny
Misfits
Pat
are in
I
the
don't know.
building.
He's very into soccer. He wants to play baseball professionally, but got a lot of work to do.
Right.
Sky's the limit for that.
Are you
guy.
killing his dreams when you tell him? You're like, yeah, you got a lot of work to do, kid.
No. I don't say that shit to him. I just did. He's gonna watch this.
He's gonna be like, you're sus.
He's like, you didn't think I was gonna watch this shit. He could do whatever he wants, man. He's only 8.
Right.
So,
the world is his oyster.
And all I do is keep him busy. He plays a lot of sports, gets straight A in school. You figure it out, man. Who wants to be in a hurry to grow up?
Nobody.
It's stupid.
It is very stupid.
Very fucking stupid.
Would you say that you feel the respect that you deserve in the community and in hip hop itself?
To be honest, I don't really worry about that shit, man. Like, because the people who give me love and show me appreciation and like do certain things, they're important enough to where like I don't need the miscellaneous like dick stroking bullshit, man. I don't need the ego stroke. The ego stroke, I don't need that shit. I mean, sometimes it feels good when it comes from certain people, but like some random asshole who hates my guts, then all of a sudden he want to come in the concert for free. Fuck that guy. And fuck people like him.
Right. Shout out to fucking people like him.
People who want to get on the list the day of a show.
Right.
Don't ever talk. It's like calling someone the day of their wedding for directions. Man. People like said, fuck you.
He said, let's see, buzzing. Let's get to these comments real quick. Microphone Misfits TV says Galewood stock was dope. Buzz and Beyond said, I'm off work. I'll be there. And I work in Galewood. May slide early if I don't have to work. Shannon Blunt says, love heat. I appreciate that though, bro. I don't know what he appreciates, but I fucks with you, bro. You're my guy. You're my guy. And
them champagne cigars.
Shout out Han Solo in the motherfucking building.
I love you, Han Solo.
I hate that fucking guy.
Hey, what did I do?
You're loved and hated and respected all in one breath, I believe. You know what I'm saying? And fuck those people who fucking hate you. You've always been a solid dude.
I can understand certain people who didn't understand it. Like, shout out to the person who started the rumor that I was a trust fund kid. I always love that one.
I don't see that.
I just always want to know who started it.
Can I be honest with you?
What?
It was me. No,
that shit would be hilarious.
I know too much about you to be
At
thinking
the time,
you're
I had to hide the reality of things, so I was cool with it.
He's a trust fund kid. Yeah, all right. Clearly, you don't know the guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Rough around the edges.
A little rough around the edges. I wanted to ask you something, man.
Huh?
Because I've seen this, and it's always been kind of incredible to me. But do you feel like you got a black card?
Nah.
Come on, Pat.
What does that even mean, though?
Yeah.
Like that I could be around like black
No, Shino, can you explain to him what a black card is?
Before I do that, though, I will say I think he might be one of the few
everything
white people that I think truly really doesn't care, or you know what I'm saying? Like he just kind of just fluid as fuck, just just kind of slide in where he slides in. I mean, pause, I guess.
Right. Why would you say pause? You're
just
a fucking woman.
It's necessary.
Okay.
I don't know, but anyway, I don't think he needs to be explained.
I said it in the song a long time ago. I was like, I get in where I fit in, even though I don't. And fuck, who cares about fitting in? It's like, can you control the room? Can you work the room? Can you? And, it's like people always want to fall in certain boxes and blah blah blah. Man.
When a couple years ago, not a couple, it was a while back, maybe 10 years ago or something like that, we were going to work on a project, and I always think about this project. You know what I'm talking about? Dead Wicker Storage.
Yeah, we played a lot of songs. They're still there.
I still have them.
Those are songs that could be used.
What was the ideology and the thought process behind Dead Wicker Storage?
We was gonna kill a lot of wiggers.
Okay.
And put them in my storage. It came from the Pulp Fiction thing.
Right. Yeah, of course.
When the wolf came and had
to
clean shit up.
Do I look like I have dead nigga storage in here?
And just, it just was never shaping up to what I wanted to do, because I just never, I didn't want to just do it to do it, It just wasn't, there were certain things, but when we were doing it and we kept recording, I was recording with you and then a bunch of other songs with other people, and it was missing something.
Right.
I could have easily put it out.
Right.
Easily. More than enough content to put it out that never was released at all. And just didn't.
Some great songs.
And some of them,
really good songs.
A couple of the two ones, the ones that were pretty good, great, and bigger that you did, we performed a whole bunch of times.
I didn't know that.
Dirt Bag.
Yeah, Dance with the Dirt Bag.
What was the other one? We performed it a whole bunch of times. We performed those a bunch.
Was the other one acid popping pills or some shit?
No, we never performed that one. I'm trying to think of what the other one was. But Dance with the Dirt Bag, we performed a bunch.
I feel like you owe me money.
Probably like $4.
I'll take it. I'll take it. It'll buy me some cigars.
Champagne.
Champagne, yeah.
Or a down payment on another Dunkin' joint.
Yeah, down payment on a Dunkin' Donuts coffee. That'll work.
Shout out to Boston, Dunkin'.
By the way, Dunkin', we ain't fucking with you like that unless you cut a check.
Gift cards will suffice.
Yeah,
yes.
Gift cards would suffice.
Yes.
Pat is one of the few real. Pat, you are a real one. Jesus, wait a minute. That Jesus Slim Shady left my ass off. I don't even know what that it means. DJ Han Solo says, "I love Pat, man." Is that like Batman or Pat Man? No, I think he's just saying he loves you because he said, "I hate that guy." But
he lives like 3 blocks from me.
I know, right? Microphone Misfits, man. Shout out to the Microphone Misfits for being all up in the motherfucking comments. So.
Solo, when you bring it back, Red Cup Radio, man, I love.
Yeah. Bring back that Red Cup Radio, man. It's actually missed.
Fell into the wall once in the bathroom. I slipped. Slipped on a banana. I slipped on a banana peel.
Right. You gave me the old domestic violence story. I fell out of the bed and hit my head on the fucking the post of the
My wife broke her foot walking down the stairs and was messing around on her phone, and we went to the doctor. I told them, they're like, "What happened?" I pushed her down the stairs. She was like, "What the fuck?" And then I said it to multiple other people, and she's like, "You gotta chill, man. They're gonna call the cops." I was like, "Nah, it's fine."
Fine. Just a broken foot. You don't have a black eye.
I've been like, wait until next week when I break her other foot.
Shout out Microphone Misfits. He said that's why we misfits don't fit in anywhere except on stage. Yeah, shout out to that.
They're amazing on stage.
Yeah,
I love
shout
watching
out.
those guys perform.
Yeah. That's what's happening, man. So what is White Jesus got on the popping like right now? You got any big secrets you want to unveil on our fucking show?
I have no secrets that I can unveil at this moment.
Do you have like what do you got like yeah, what do they call it?
Bronze Nazareth 4 Eyes album in the near future. A couple other things are
Hush Hush.
well because it's not finished yet. Or it's not some of the shows and all that. I'm getting back into routing some tours and all that. Would you
can't
tell?
Do you think that the new and improved Pat, the Pat 2.0 or White Jesus 2.0, after everything that you've learned thus far in your journey, you think that's going to lend itself on the new endeavors that you have right now?
I sure fucking hope so.
Right.
I hope I just fuck up less shit. Right. I fucked up shit that people didn't realize. They were like, "Oh, that was awesome." I was like, "I fucked the whole shit up."
Right.
I did a couple things and I fucked up. I should have known better. It's one of those things, everything's an uphill battle, double-edged sword. The balancing act of the universe is
yeah,
and it's hard, having a family and being involved in industry and this and that. Like balancing that out is near impossible. But I have my wife is.
I was just gonna say it takes a certain type of person to be with a creative person. Somebody's mind that's constantly working. Yeah, no, I get it.
I whiteboard and burn through notebooks, and my wife is like, "What are you in here having a manifesto of insanity?" I'm like, "Burn through 3 notebooks of just insane ideas. I'm gonna read in the morning and see if I could decipher it." On my first anniversary, I went to A3C with number 2, and me, him, and 4 Eyes performed the main stage. My first wedding anniversary, but we played the main stage at A3C. I was like, I have to go to do this.
Right.
And she's like, I get it. Just do something nice.
Shout out Little Hands, man. Shout out Little Hands, man. Woo woo. Yeah. D-Nick says Byron Vaughn, Future Rockin' Gale, Woodstock, how that came about. Nerdcore hip hop stand up.
That's right.
Talk to us about what he's talking about.
Somebody else is playing that shit.
Oh, all right. All right. And Han Solo says, I'm an outcast in the city, man. We all outcasts, so man. That's why we all get along so well. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Except for this guy, Jizzo from Jizzo Productions. I don't get along very well with him. But I do fuck with Shy City Cypher. They're dope. But
I'm quite fond of the guy.
Yeah. He's all right at times, I guess.
Jane Fund?
I'm just gonna I just gotta throw it out there. You know what I mean? It is what it is. He's all right. He's cool. Cool people. I fuck with Shy City Cypher.
I think we should talk about movie soundtracks again.
Go ahead. We're listening. We're all ears.
Above the Rim.
I love movie soundtracks.
Yes.
Why don't they should go back to that?
They really fucking should.
They don't do that shit anymore.
I mean, I don't know.
They'll generally get like one big artist, and then it'll be a single.
And they'll pump it throughout the movie, like Cock Blockers, whatever movie.
That when they did.
They put my nails done. Check my hand. That Lizzo song. They played that like 19 times inside.
Well, when they did the Black Panther.
That Rihanna song?
No, it was Rihanna and Kendrick Lamar. That shit was played in that.
Oh, the original Black Panther.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about
the original one. It was played in the movie
on the promo,
18 million fucking times in the movie. It was.
But I'm talking about like Higher Learning, Set It Off, Above the Rim. Above the Rim, I think might be my favorite soundtrack.
Judgment Night. It was a rock rap mashup.
Yes.
Above the Rim.
Single was Onyx and Biohazard. It's like Judgment Night. Judgment Night.
Belly, Set It Off.
Oh fuck, Belly, right?
Yeah, there's a lot.
Set It Off was good. Yeah,
Set It Off was good.
Worst movie.
And people still after that movie didn't believe that Queen Latifah was gay, but whatever.
I mean,
that's just another.
It's all right. Motherfuckers drink LaCroix all the time and they say it's delicious. Do we need to go there again?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm saying,
Just water with
motherfuckers be in denial.
My wife drinks that shit.
I
What is
hate
it?
that shit.
Just water with bubbles.
That shit is. I said
What?
that shit is like a flat.
Oh, you talking about
Yes.
My sons drink that shit in the morning after they've been drinking all night.
That shit is no.
You talking about the flavored seltzer water?
Yes, that shit is just practicing.
We
Like
can
seriously,
get also ones that aren't flavored, just for the bubbles.
that's just even more
Yeah.
awful.
It gets your blood. It gets oxygen.
Yeah, I guess.
That shit makes me upset.
She's getting pissed.
I'm emotional.
You know what makes me upset? What really grinds my gears? That Vanilla Ice didn't win any awards for being in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Part 2.
Hey,
Wait. Where the fuck did that come from?
see, I fucks with White Jesus because the madness, I understand. Like, there's like pockets of that shit inside my head.
Did you just cock your hat and do everything?
No, I just was like, you know how sweating.
Yeah.
The lights.
Like that type of shit is like it's in my head.
You don't have to stroke his ego while he's sitting right here. You can
Just saying, I just you know.
He
like,
just said like 10 minutes ago he doesn't like that shit.
Belly,
I'm just,
Belly
you know.
set it off. I mean, we gotta get better than that.
By the way, I got one more disclaimer. Jizzo, I don't hate you, bro. Got mad love for you. Got mad love for Shy City Cyber. Got mad love for Jizzo.
What's that
Productions.
really
Just to
sad
throw that
movie
out
with
there.
Nicolas Cage?
You're not a
back in the day?
cocksucker.
Like he was
Leaving
dead and
Las
shit.
Vegas?
No, he was like
Fucking
dead
dick
and shit,
stroker.
and like he liked the doctor at the
Mad love to
hospital
you,
where he used
bro.
to hang out in the stairwell as a ghost and shit. City of Angels. That like I fuck with that soundtrack. That shit was dope.
You guys,
There was a lot of
completely
Alanis
lost me
Morissette
at
and
this
shit on
point.
there.
My Nicolas Cage, man. The
We're talking about
dinosaur.
soundtracks.
I don't. Nicolas Cage hasn't. This new vampire movie he made right now is pretty fucking funny. Where the guy, his little gruel guy, is in
I did not
therapy and
see that.
shit. Trying.
I
a
like that
AA group or some shit.
I like that massive shit. What was it called? The Massive Talent or whatever the fuck.
Oh yeah, that shit was pretty good.
Yeah.
But Nicolas Cage puts out like a movie every month, so it's like hit and miss with Nicolas Cage. But,
Somebody's got to do it.
Buzz and Beyond says, laugh out loud, we knew Queen was something. Oh, you're talking about Queen Latifah. Everybody knew, but everybody was in denial, just like motherfuckers in denial about R. Kelly.
This is called.
Or Michael Jackson for
It's
that
called
part.
society, man.
Yeah, everybody know Michael touched them little boys, man. We know that shit.
But what pisses me off is if R. Kelly's gonna be condemned for the shit that he did, then I mean, you know, like what's the difference between listening to him at a barbecue and Michael Jackson?
First of
Play
all,
R. Kelly on the radio still.
yeah, first of all, it's Michael fucking Jackson.
But I'm saying, I mean, what the fuck?
It's Michael fucking Jackson. He wrote Thriller.
So it's
in the great words of motherfucking of Dave Chappelle.
I mean,
he wrote Thriller, man.
if you're touching a kid's booty hole, either way, whether it's male or female, it's still bad.
Eddie,
Wait a
are
minute,
you
what the
okay?
hell?
Somebody should have asked that shit
Najmino,
for
are you
real.
okay?
Somebody should have asked that shit for real.
Yeah, come on now. Knock it off. It's fucking Michael Jackson. He can touch anybody he wants.
Wait a minute, what the hell?
Yeah.
I guess.
Hey, man. It's Michael fucking Jackson, man.
I guess.
He wrote Thriller. Yeah, well, whatever. You were out the door anyways. Yeah. Let's just keep it
Those
1,000.
kids were doing it for the family.
Yeah, they were doing it for the family, man. Imagine, let me tell you something. If Michael Jackson came to your fucking crib, hung out, ate Kentucky Fried Chicken, because apparently that was his thing, buckets and buckets of Kentucky Fried Chicken, hung out, he's in his pajamas, you guys are watching fucking whatever, Ninja Turtles or some shit, and he's like, hey, Najmino, I want to take your kids to Neverland. And you're like, yeah, because he's going to pay for everything. And he's like, oh, yeah, by the way, here's $10,000 and some tickets to go on vacation to Africa.
Yeah. So
Africa's like far.
So like while your kids are at Neverland, you and your significant other are over in Africa having the time of your life on Mike's dime. Yeah, it's not a problem.
Did he send the fax machine yet?
Fuck. Listen, if Michael Jackson came to your house, let's say at the height of his career, Pat, the height of his fucking career, he pulls up in a limo and he's like, hey guys, jump in. Hey, bring your son. I want to talk to him at Neverland. You're not going to say no to Michael.
My kids ain't built that way.
Sound like that.
Yeah, my kids ain't
you would
built
not
that way.
say no to Michael at the height of. I'm talking.
Give those people like
Beat
money.
I'm not
Billie Jean
I'm not sending my children anywhere with
off the wall
with a non-vetted person. Like I don't. What the fuck?
That man would like give people fax machines and fax them in the middle of the night, like, "Hey, doo-doo head." Like, what the fuck? If you a grown man, you say shit like, "Hey, doo-doo head," you got a fucking problem.
You got so many.
Vetting, that's how you vet people. Like, dude, did you fucking asshole say shit?
Oh shit! Yo, what?
Hey, okay.
You're laughing too hard.
Hey, even if everyone on any of those things were lying,
Oh shit!
if you take away anyone else on any of those documentaries, just listen to him talk, yeah, it's something going on.
Listen, Microphone Misfit says MJ's accuser said it was a lie, then killed himself. That's reasonable doubt. Yeah, Michael didn't do that shit.
But you listen to him talk.
Yeah, OJ did that shit.
He's still really worried that the killer's on the loose.
OJ did that
How
shit.
you worried the killer's on the loose?
OJ, the nigga wrote a book saying, I didn't kill her, but if I did, this is how I'll do it. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. He did that shit.
How you go Michael Jackson?
Hey, so what if Michael Jackson rang a couple little kids' doorbells? You know what I'm saying? You know what the doorbell is, right? You know what the doorbell is? You know what the doorbell is, right?
If they're old enough to ring the doorbell.
Yeah, fuck it. Let it happen. It's life, man. You learn a very valuable lesson after that.
You do, like a
You
motherfucker.
do not let anybody ring your doorbell.
You do.
But it's Michael, though.
Hey.
Little Jesus juice never hurt nobody.
My no spot.
My no spot.
Respect the no spot. Straight
I
up.
was giving these guys wine in a pop cup.
Yeah, Jesus juice.
That Jesus juice.
And then ringing their doorbell later on at night. Sleep in my bed with me, Timmy. But it's Michael Jackson, man.
Okay,
off the wall.
so he's
Thriller, all
allowed.
that.
He's allowed. We give him a pass. Yes.
Michael gets a slight pass. R. Kelly did that shit too. He peed all over that girl for no goddamn reason.
I mean,
You ain't got to pee on a bitch to prove your point.
yeah,
Urine is sterile. It's not a big deal.
You don't have to pee on the bitch. You're absolutely right. But you know, there was a lot of hurt people, and
What?
and
Did you just get therapeutic?
I'm
on
saying
it?
it's the truth. Hurt people, and at the very fucking center of his whole shit.
They interviewed his brother from Cook County Jail.
But mentally though, on some real shit, like
Shit, R.
he
Kelly
doesn't-
probably got peed on.
he don't even know. I don't think he truly even understands like the depth of the shit that he
okay,
did.
we're not going that deep.
I'm just saying.
He peed on the motherfucker, and it was a little girl. So, you know.
She looked like she enjoyed it.
Well, we don't condone this show is for entertainment purposes only. We don't condone any pedophile activity whatsoever.
No,
Michael didn't do it. R. Kelly did that shit. Fucking OJ Simpson killed everybody. And
Joe Exotic.
Yeah, free Joe Exotic. And by the way, if you have any type of OJ memorabilia, I would recommend giving it back to him because he's going to show up at your crib with a pistol,
on business,
and a couple of dudes.
Yes,
on
after
business.
he already sold it to him.
After he already sold it to you, he's going to want his shit back. And if you don't get it back, you may end up like two people that I'm not going to say their names, but you may end up like two people.
Yeah,
one of them with their head almost cut completely off. He's a cold motherfucker.
It's a pretty fucked up situation. I never knew that until like very recently.
What?
That her head was almost completely severed off.
Yeah, it was like skin holding it.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm trying, but she,
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
There must be a hoot at a party.
You talking about OJ?
No,
who invites him to a party? I'll invite R. Kelly and Michael Jackson to a party before I invite OJ.
I think I just like to not have either of them there. I mean,
a novelty to them and shit. It's one of those things.
Yeah, man.
OJ he looked a little scary and angry.
Have somebody
I ain't
pat
with all
his
that
ass down before he walks in the crib and
Plus,
keep him the fuck out of the kitchen because he's gonna grab a
like,
knife.
OJ, is you cool?
Yeah, yeah. While he's sitting over there in the corner, eyeballing everybody, looking at the kitchen, the one drawer that has all the knives in it. Yeah, man. You okay, OJ? You cool? Juice? You all right?
Like Damon on Friday.
Orenthal,
are you cool over there?
I'm just a firm believer of you just never know. I just be nice to every motherfucking body. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man.
And just conduct yourself accordingly.
You
And
could see guys with the trench coats and the heavy metal shirts, and you usually can tell when someone's insane.
yeah.
You gotta be a smooth motherfucker like Ted Bundy to slip through the cracks, man.
Yeah.
He didn't slip through the cracks, but
it took a while.
It
definitely took a while.
And he did that shit too.
Jeffrey Dahmer, of course, he never.
Jeffrey Dahmer is just a fucking. He's just a talent all within himself.
A talent.
He called him a talent.
Yeah,
That man
Jeffrey
put
Dahmer is a
boric acid
talent.
in that dude's head.
Like he had shit going on that
He was crafty.
He was very crafty.
He was crafty.
You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have got comfortable because he probably wouldn't have got caught. I mean, the dude was slick. He's like, my mom gave me a bunch of pork chops that I bought. She bought down, that went raw in my fucking freezer. My bad.
Yeah.
And that was cool. This is such a different time. Everybody was cool with it. Oh,
Yeah.
He's got rotten meat in his fucking freezer.
That's
All
why
right.
the whole
Sounds
fucking,
reasonable.
the whole
That sounds like
neighborhood smells like
Milwaukee
ass.
to me.
It sounds like Milwaukee.
Hey, word.
That's Milwaukee as fuck.
Shout out to anybody that drove back home today from Milwaukee. That's something. Shout out to anybody that drove home today from Milwaukee. Shout out to them for making the drive there and making the drive back before dinner. Shout out to them. Inside joke.
I see.
Yeah. Anything you want to tell everybody? First of all, tell them how they can find you. Because I'm sure that people are going to go.
I was just about to say, if you want to share your socials, which he does not. He never does.
I don't look.
Yeah.
I mean, I do it when it's necessary.
So how in the fuck is
It's amazing how you can do things.
an up and coming artist supposed to find you and supposed to say, hey, why Jesus, check this out. I'm
They
dope
can
as fuck.
have somebody who
Happenstance.
knows me, and then they could give them my email and my phone number. I mean, I'm on Instagram and all that bullshit, but I might look at it. White Jesus 6 on Instagram. I get blocked on that shit a lot. A lot of these guys, I say crazy shit to people because they say crazy shit and then they block me.
You've been going pretty steady on Facebook.
I haven't been being
Facebook
crazy.
You've been
Well,
pretty steady.
there was a time where I said a lot of horrible things to people. But find me.
Find
It's
them.
not that difficult.
It's not that hard to find.
Ask a guy and he'll ask another guy, and then I'll show up in your nightmares.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna haunt you.
Big facts.
Sounds
Or
exciting.
you'll be at a fucking apple farm picking apples with your kids, and he'll walk up with a can of beer in a cozy. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what's up? Heard you had a fucking rapper. And you're gonna turn around and it's gonna be white Jesus standing there going, oh, what's up with that?
Happenstance.
It happens. It
Happenstance.
happens. I've heard
Happens all the time.
stories. I've heard stories. He's
Mhm.
Be
like,
popping up.
yeah, he's like Candyman. You say his name.
No,
let's
no,
not
no,
talk about
no.
that.
That's my hey,
whoa.
that's a
whoa.
motherfucking deal breaker for me,
good,
Jack.
man. No
I don't do
trouble,
it. I don't fuck around.
Wait a minute. Are you serious?
I am. I don't know about
I spent
him.
A lot of time by Cabrini Green. My boy lived on the side of the
Fuck
park
that.
here in high school and
I
shit.
don't do that shit.
He ate acid over there too. It's like I fuck that shit.
No, like
But
no fucking
We ate
like.
LSD and I thought that
You
shit
guys
was
were
real.
cool with Michael Jackson,
No.
ringing doorbells,
Hey, hey,
R. Kelly, all
hey,
this other shit.
listen,
I say
hey,
Candyman.
Hey,
Y'all niggas lose your
motherfucker, that's
shit.
twice. Hey,
Joe Jackson should have beat that motherfucker harder.
yeah, listen. Hey, can you focus over here?
Yeah,
So you said it twice already. Can you just respect?
Candyman.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you. If you get to 4, Nashvino gotta go. So
What? If I say what?
please don't make me leave on the live show. I swear to God on my
Where's
life,
Joe
I
Exotic
cannot do it.
If
Don't
I
fucking
say
do
what?
it. Don't fucking,
Don't do it.
don't fucking do it. Okay, don't do
You
it.
got a phobia, man.
Don't do it.
It's like people.
Well,
who
you
are
were
scared
over
of
there
clowns.
closing your ears like this for
No.
me not to say
No,
Candyman.
I can tell you some stories about me. I slept on my parents' floor for 2 weeks after I saw that. I'm dead ass. Like
That shit is a comedy.
There's 2 things I'm scared of.
That shit is a
I
comedy.
don't care. There's 2 things I'm scared of. That motherfucker right there, and just truly being scared. Like me being scared is not a good thing for anybody. You will lose. Like I'm just not good at.
Are
that.
you one of those people that, like, if the house got on fire, you're stomping kids out, getting out
George
the door?
Costanza.
Yeah,
thing.
just face mushing motherfuckers out the way.
I just like I don't fuck with that. So the new one that came out, like I watched it because motherfuckers would call me a bitch ass nigga and all kind of shit. And I made it all the way through the movie, and that motherfucker was at the very end. And I swear it felt like my entire soul came out of my body and was just looking at me like, bitch, I told you not to do it. So
Not to do what?
watch it.
But did you die?
Yeah.
I didn't die, but like for a couple of days, I felt like I might just have a heart attack.
Yeah.
I can't handle it. I can't do it.
See, Buzz and Beyond said y'all done said it 3 times
Yeah.
already.
So see,
Yeah.
niggas, clocking the times. Don't say it no more.
Yeah,
Like
so
please.
Candyman, if you say it
Okay,
again.
that's 4.
No. It doesn't matter. I thought it was 3 times like Beetlejuice.
It's not. It's just not. It's just
Shout
not.
out to Kevin McAllister from Home Alone, man.
Yes.
He was the real hero.
Let's talk about him. He's wonderful,
Little hero,
but weird
what,
at the same
Home
time.
Alone?
What was that weird ass
Shout out
movie he
to
was
all.
in?
Shout out Buzz and Beyond says shout out to y'all. On another great show. Much love to White Jesus.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, shout out to White
After the
Jesus.
show last week, I got my first Illuminati DM. Very fucking
did?
creepy, and that motherfucking shit was like 7 paragraphs.
Yeah, I got one too, man. They're like, yeah, hey,
Sign me up.
you
I
wanna,
was just like,
I showed it to my wife, and she's like, "You better not fucking respond.
You do have
You
to.
better not fucking respond." They hit me back like 3 fucking times, and I'm
Send the
like,
check, bro. Send the check.
hey, low key though, what if that shit real?
It's not. These guys are just
it's all
scammer
scammers.
lunatics.
It's all fucking.
Oh, I know
bullshit.
that shit.
Yeah,
They're trying to recruit you.
But like, what the fuck? Like, who would respond though? Like, what?
you.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't even fucking matter. What
It's
are
like
they
who
gonna do?
responds to like the Prince of Africa's email thing.
Oh my god.
I'm
my
like,
grandfather fell for the Jamaican lottery thing. I'm like, oh, grandpa, I'm gonna
I'm
lose
like,
my
wait a
grandpa.
minute, you're a whole
I'm
prince,
gonna lose him. He was
and
a
you
sharp
need,
dude.
you need my motherfucking help to cash this motherfucking check,
You need my $250. Like, come on,
I was
man.
like, grandpa,
What's
what's going
happening
on
here?
with these money
and I'm
grams
gonna
to
make
Jamaica?
$1 million. Prince of Africa,
The
let's
Prince
go.
of Africa. It's some guy
Just-
in Ohio and his grandma's
Just
basement.
randomly the prince of the whole Africa.
Yeah,
All right.
it's the fucking engineer.
Let's
It's
go.
either the
They
engineer or
still
it's
do
fucking
that.
Jizzo.
That's still one of the original
all I gotta
scams.
say.
I still roll with it. I love it.
Yes. Yes.
Shout out to Jizzo. He's my guy.
You
I
guys
fuck
can
with
check my OnlyFans too. I don't do feet stuff.
Is coconut oil involved?
No, I'm a dry guy.
Huh?
him. Try.
I'm pretty sure there's a market for it.
Is there any doorbell action going on?
That's a negative.
Negative on the doorbell.
I really just stand there fully clothed and just stand still. And like my like veins, in my neck pop out. And I'm like, "Grr," like macho man shit. It just make people uncomfortable. It's dope.
And somewhere there are several people that,
That
are
will love
ready
that
to
big,
just.
big money.
Hey, I don't kink shame anyone unless there's poop involved. That's what I'm
You gotta respect that.
Gotta respect the poop
You
boundary.
don't get people sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, get pink eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, and why you would have your face that close to somebody's asshole to me is just fucking stupid.
Fecal situations aren't really
Yeah.
cool. No, not really.
Cool at all.
Mm-mm.
Shout out to all you asshole eaters.
Yeah, shout out to them.
I mean, I don't know. Is that the same? Like, you know?
They might have poop comes out of there, so it's poop adjacent.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
he said poop adjacent.
So I guess if there's like a sanitation
Sophisticated
method.
white
Either
Jesus
you're gonna get sick or you're gonna have the strongest immune system ever. Man. You're
Word.
gonna be like a cockroach and shit.
Word.
Oh shit!
I mean, I think ass eating is like the new French kissing, though. I mean, you know, I'm just saying.
Say what?
What neighborhood do you live
I'm
in?
just saying, everybody, that's where everybody be on. I'm saying,
whoa.
shit.
Wait a minute, what the hell?
I'm just saying, straight up.
Did you just say that that's the new French kiss?
It's not taboo no more. I'm just saying.
Yeah, listen.
What kind of circle?
And
do
that
you
is
roll in?
exactly what made it
Stop
acceptable,
listening to
I
Kevin
guess.
Gates.
I don't know.
Listen, let me tell you something. This is on everything I love.
Yes.
If a motherfucker began or even tried to tongue kiss my asshole, somebody's going to the hospital.
Okay, so I wasn't necessarily talking about a dude though.
Female too.
Unless you fuck dudes.
The female too. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying,
Easy. How in the fuck do I look laying on the bed with my legs in there?
I mean, however you do it is your business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Unless I do it the OG gangster way and just put one leg up in the chair and like have at it.
Captain Morgan
You
style.
know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Stand like Captain Morgan. Stand like Captain Morgan and be like, shit. Eat till you're full, girl.
Keep your boots on.
Yeah. Eat till you're full.
Some
You know what I'm saying?
Keep your hat on.
Let me know when you're done.
One of your Griselda hoodies.
Yeah.
I don't
Put
know.
my hoodie
Oh
on.
my word.
Yeah. Oh my word.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, that's the only way I can see doing it. Let it happen.
I respect that.
You know what I'm saying? I got to stand up like Captain Morgan and be like, all right, run it.
I respect it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lay down for none of that. You know what I'm saying?
You're about to eat my shit.
Yeah.
What do you say?
But, I mean, when you say it like that, I mean, I could just like, because I just feel a certain way. I think I'd probably fart in a motherfucker's mouth just because.
And then you would probably laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could definitely see you doing
First
that.
of all, that's some Brazilian shit. That's Brazilian shit. And you got to be up on your Brazilian shit. In order to understand, you got to be up on your Brazilian shit, okay? Hey. Yeah, man. Shout out.
Oh my God.
Hey, look, man.
I know who you are.
Hey, listen. Just be up on your Brazilian shit. Pun intended. You'll know what's happening. That's the thing, man. Farting in motherfuckers' mouths and shit and all that. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Keeping it graceful.
Yo, like if you're gonna be down there, you want the full-on experience?
Keeping it
You
graceful.
want to ride the kiddie fucking roller coaster, or do you want to get on that motherfucker that's gonna take you for a motherfucking ride?
Keeping it graceful.
You know what I'm saying?
Fire Island.
Yeah, I'm giving you the whole motherfucking spiel with the bologna sandwich in hand. Let's go. All right. Shit got a little crazy right there for a second. You know what I'm saying? I can just see
With the
me
bologna sandwich.
standing there in Captain Morgan pose with a hoodie on, pants down to my motherfucking ankles and around my Timbs, and I'm like,
You gotta make sure
eating
the
a bologna
laces, got to be loose.
Yeah, eating a bologna sandwich, saying, "Have at it, young lady. Do your thing." Yeah. Hey, thank you so much, White Jesus, for popping in, man. This has been fucking amazing. Can we get some outro music up in this bitch? Yo! Yeah. You know what this has been.
It has.
We had the most incredible guest. Motherfucking Pac. Motherfucking White Jesus. Motherfucking White G-Bus. That motherfucking nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's been in the comments, man. Shout out to Jizzle, man. I love you, man. I'm fucking with you. This has been Unwrap, baby. Unwrap. You heard. Please hit that like and subscribe.
Please.
You know what I'm saying? Share it. All that good shit, man. So we can keep bringing you this amazing content. And it's only going to get better. I promise. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be back at it like Crack Addicts once again. Every Friday at 8:30. Saturday, make sure you check out Whoop Sports like you're supposed to get it, dummy. Also, Sunday, don't forget Shy City Cypher Podcast in the building. 7 o'clock. And then right after that, we got the check-in at 8:30. So make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that good shit. We'll see you motherfuckers next motherfucking week. Same bat time, same bat channel, man. And we're going to end it by saying free arcade. How about that?
I don't endorse that shit.
Free